All right, look, PrizePicks is America's #1 sports picks app, and it's the easiest way to win cash while you're watching games. Here's how it works. You pick more or less on 2 or more players, and you lock it in. That's it. No spreadsheets, no nonsense. If player picks aren't your thing, you can also pick teams now. Winner, spread, total, all in the same app. Team picks are live in 30 states, including California, Texas, my home state, and Florida. Most importantly, new users use code Speakeasy. $5 gets you $50 in lineups for free. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Speakeasy, sophisticated sports talk with the best in the game. I'm the large human being nicknamed Carebear, a.k.a. Snack Prescott, a.k.a. Tom Gravy, a.k.a. Patrick Mahomes, Kieran Hickey Simple, and I'm joined here today with 2 gentlemen who made their mark in the National Football League. One of them leaving a beautiful stroke of the paintbrush on one of the most physical and dominant eras and entertaining eras in football history. And the other one
2012 was entertaining.
leaving a dookie stain in the middle
I guess.
of your tidy whities. But that dookie stain went on to write books and have Oprah's phone number. And his name is Emmanuel Acho. How are we doing today?
Beautiful people. Hey, how are y'all doing? Y'all could be watching any show. Y'all could be doing anything. You're hanging out with us. We do not take it for granted. Welcome to the Speakeasy. Consider us your safe place to get some laughs, to talk a little bit of sports, and just come kick it in a stressful world. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and just come hang. Care Bear, turn me up.
Look, man, also joining us here in the Speakeasy is a gentleman who did it at the highest level. A Pro Bowler in the National Football League. A part of one of the most exciting offenses you've ever seen. He was one of the best route runners in the National Football League. He is your favorite route runner's favorite route runner, and now he's teaching those route runners how to route run. I'm talking about TJ Hooshman Zada in the building. How are we doing today?
You're about right. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's about right. That sums it up, man. Good to be here. Good to be here.
That's what I'm talking about. Also joining us here in the Speakeasy, the man ahead of the socials. If you've ever seen that, you know what I mean? The head of the sexuals. If you haven't seen that meme, it's a really funny meme. You guys are old. Very old guy. He's a dad, soon to be dad ×2. The man in charge of the chat and uploading everything you see on our social platforms. I'm talking about Social Trash in the building. How we doing today?
What's happening to the Speakeasy regulars? What's happening to you fellas in here? Listen, I hope you guys at home are having a stress-free day. Not worried about your bets or your lineups hitting or not hitting while you watch these NBA playoff games. Hopefully it's just a nice, stress-free environment for y'all, because we're going to have a great show tonight. Let's get to it.
It will be a great show tonight. We're going to have a good time. Look,
we are.
We got to start off talking about my Dallas Cowboys, though, however. Heartbreaking news out of Dallas today. Last week, the Cowboys received a verbal commitment via email from George Pickens' agent that the star receiver is signing the franchise tag, and he is yet to sign the tender as of today, Monday, the 26th of April. Dallas still has no plans to trade him, is what it said. Football Forever says Cowboys wide receiver George Pickens did not report to the start of voluntary OTAs and is yet to sign his $27.3 million franchise tender. And I quote, Adam Schefter put this out saying, look, he wants a long-term contract or he would like a trade. Very predictable whenever it comes to the David Mulgeta type of guys. Dak Prescott did, however, report to voluntary OTAs. Look at my guy right there, man. Future Super Bowl winning quarterback. And Tom Pelissero put this out. Marquez Valdez-Scantling is now the newest Dallas Cowboys wide receiver after signing a 1-year deal. Fellas, a lot of news here for the Dallas Cowboys. What do you guys think George Pickens should do?
Get on out. Get on out of Dallas. For several reasons. Number one, for the Cowboys' sake, George Pickens needs to move on from Dallas, because can the Cowboys go through an offseason without distractions, please? Last year, Michael Parsons. Year before, CeeDee Lamb. Year before, Dak Prescott. Years before, Ezekiel Elliott. Can the Cowboys just have one offseason where everybody is all in? There are no contractual distractions. There's no contractual tension. There's no locker room distractions. And can they just focus on ball? The Cowboys just brought in probably one of their best rookie classes since that 2016 draft class, Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. I do not want this draft class and this offseason to be hindered nor to be hampered by all of the chaos that is going to happen with this George Pickens contract. That's the first thing. Then if you GP, you balled. 1,400 yards last year. You want to go get paid, and you do not want to have to beg for your bread. And you sure as hell do not want to have to be franchise tagged, in which case, if you get hurt, you end up losing out on $150 million for the sake of $28 million. So for me, I think it's best if the Cowboys go ahead and part ways. Dak Prescott looks like he's in great shape. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, that's an interesting addition. But the draft class is so good and so strong, T. Let players that aren't going to be honored by being there, let them move on.
The Cowboys aren't going to let him go. But I honestly believe the Cowboys they do these type of things because they want you to talk about them. I really, do they want to win? Yeah, they want to win. If they don't win, it's like whatever. It has to be that way. I don't understand for the life of me why Stephen Jones would say we're not signing him to a long-term deal. Yep. Why? That makes zero sense to piss off your leading receiver from last year this early in offseason. Because when you say we're not signing him, that's going to piss him off.
Correct.
You at least can give him just the hope that, hey, there's a possibility. Yeah. When you come out and say that, now you piss him off. And you got the people that, he's making way more than he made last year. He's not making what he could make. Shut y'all ass up. Everybody that says that, shut up. Oh, he's making way more than he should have made. He should be making a lot more. And so I don't get it. The Cowboys aren't going to sign him. And I think they just they want to troll Dave. they want to troll Dave and we gonna do this again.
To be fair, would that be out of character for Jerry Jones?
Not at all.
Just be like, man, screw David Mulligetta. I'm gonna.
But T, let's let the world into something that I know you know and I know as well. What agency is George Pickens a part of? Agency.
Athletes First.
What agency is Brandon Aiyuk a part of? Athletes First. Right. Different agents.
Well.
Uh-oh. Formerly, at least.
Yeah.
Athletes First.
Yeah.
Here's why I want to bring this up, and this is fascinating stuff. The issue with Aiyuk's contract and all the tension, and we'll talk about him momentarily, it's not even that he didn't get his bread. Aiyuk got mad, as it's been told to me, that the Niners weren't even willing to negotiate. The Niners said, we're at 27.5, that's it. Meanwhile, they paid Christian McCaffrey that offseason without McCaffrey having to ask. I think they may have re-upped it, did something with Fred Warner. There was one other player that they ended up re-upping without them having to ask. But Aiyuk was like, hey, at least just engage in discussion. But anytime an organization draws a hard line in the sand and won't even discuss a contract with you as if you're some type of child that doesn't deserve an answer, that makes players irate and act out.
The Niners said it. It wasn't publicly. Mm-hmm. It was privately. And they still went above that 27.5. Mm-hmm. He got more than that. George Pickens was a breath of fresh air for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he was.
He finally had a quarterback in an offense that highlighted his skill set, and he showed what he can do. If you're not going to pay the man, just trade him. And now people say, only a second-round pick for a guy that did what he did? You got to understand, when I give up this second-round pick, you understand the type of contract I have to pay this young man? And so... Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, whose idea was that? Hey, we're not going to sign George Pickens to a contract extension, so he's going to have to sign this franchise tag or else. Whose idea was that?
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to be traded, or do you think the Cowboys are gonna? I
don't believe if you're the Cowboys, you'd be dumb to trade him.
You have to. I
agree.
Him, though.
No.
You know this, bro.
You have to trade him. You should trade him, but you're not going to trade him. He's too good. He's too good and too young.
Name one David Mulligetta client that's played on a franchise tag. I will wait. Oh, and I'll wait till the rest of the night because you can't name one.
No, you're right. But George Pickens wanted to stay in Dallas.
Of course.
He wanted to
stay.
Michael Parsons. No. Michael Parsons wanted to be highly paid. George Pickens wants to be highly paid. Mm-hmm. But he's not trying to leapfrog JSN.
Sure.
He ain't even trying to leapfrog Jamar Chase.
28 that the franchise tag is. He wants to get probably his $34 million that he's worth.
He should leapfrog 28 easily.
Correct.
And this is why if you're the Cowboys, because they are America's team, they're going to make their money regardless. They're going to sell jerseys regardless. They're going to sell out the stadium every home game regardless.
Yeah.
If it would hurt their bottom line, they would pay their star players. Like they did this with Dak, but being a quarterback, everybody can say, oh, they did it with Dak. They franched and look at, he's a quarterback, bro.
Correct.
He's a quarterback. Quarterback gets hurt, they still get deals. Hence, Kirk Cousins coming off a torn Achilles still get $100 million guaranteed.
Yeah, still get paper.
No other position in the National Football League will come off a major injury and sign a multi-year contract.
Yeah.
Not one, but a quarterback.
No.
And so I believe he's going to be on the Cowboys. You can't afford to trade him.
You mentioned the Dak situation. Dak did come out and have a statement about this. I think it was a month ago or so.
Yeah.
Where he was talking about it. I want to roll this clip and get you guys' thoughts.
Yeah, George loves football. That's the one thing about it. I just want him to know, don't change your love for football. Don't get in the business mind of this. You played last year on a 1 year for not even that much, right? So if you can go 30, whatever it is now, I think it's the same thing I got. So, when I franchise, so hey, go do it. At the end of the day, bet on yourself. He's a hell of a player. Hopefully we can get him long term and sign that. But if not, I think the way that he plays the game and the person that he is, he'll be just fine.
Don't get in the business mind of it all is my biggest problem with this, right?
This
because like you said,
this how they want us to think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Dak Prescott is essentially like a mouthpiece, like down the chain. Like it's the coach is going to talk like Jerry, and then Dak is going to talk like the coach is a lot of the times. That's just the line of Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks. It's been that way since Romo, Aikman, however far back you want to go. I'll say this: you guys make a great point. I think we actually do end up paying him now. I wasn't so sure about it before. I think there was a part of me that was like, oh, nah, he'll play under the tag, especially when Schefter, before the draft started this past weekend, was saying, he's probably going to sign the tag. Now I'm feeling like you guys are making a very compelling point. George Pickens goes out there and, God forbid, has a bad injury. What's that next contract going to look like? It's not going to be anywhere near what he's worth as far as a wide receiver. So right now, I do think it's a multi-year thing. I don't think the Cowboys are in any position to lose him. I don't. I think you rework the contracts that you did because you need to go out there and sign a guy like that.
Kieran, you know this better than anybody on television. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, the Jones family, they have egos. They've earned the right to have egos, by the way. You create the Dallas Cowboys, a multi-billion-dollar brand, the richest brand in all of sports. You have earned the right to have an ego. I will not disrespect you for an ego that you have earned. But if they say something, they gonna do it. If they said in April, we franchise tagging him and we're not negotiating, that was either a shot at Mulugeta, a shot at Pickens, or a shot to the whole world. Because nobody forced them to say that. You don't gain anything by saying, hey, we're not negotiating with you. You have 6 months to negotiate. Season don't start till mid-September. So to say in April, we're not negotiating, that's either a shot at Mulugeta or a shot at the athlete. Now, as it pertains to Dak, that advice is only applicable for Dak. Keep that advice for the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because you know who represents Dak, right?
It's
Lee Stein.
Athletes first.
Athletes first.
Athletes first now.
Ben athletes first.
Really?
Franchise tag, athletes first. Franchise tag, athletes first. Extension, athletes first. Extension, athletes first. And so, but he's a quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback. It's different. Like, he suffers an injury, they're still going to pay him.
Yeah.
If you're George Pickens and you look at what happened to Aiyuk, lucky he got his money because he ends up getting hurt. You can't take that chance if you GP. You just can't do it. And there's no optimism. He may have signed it just hoping, okay, they're going to give me a deal. I'm going to sign this contract and show some signs, some things of good faith, and maybe I get a deal. Now you come out and basically say there's no chance. I just don't think they understand how we as players take those words.
Yeah.
Those words bother us.
And T, the reason they bother us is because they should. Like, if you work for 8 months to give you 1,400 yards, I stayed healthy. I was locked in. I was focused. Kieran, y'all at home, you got to understand, when athletes are doing that, they're doing it with one goal in mind. I'm finna go break the bank.
Yeah, I'm trying to
They
get
not
paid.
doing it to then have to go backdoor and do it again. Like, let me put it in y'all's terms. High school, middle school, whatever. When you study for that final exam, you know I'm going all in for this final exam. Imagine you take the final and the teacher's like, hey, we got another final that you got to take in a month from now. You'd be like, Bruh.
I just took the final.
I just took the final.
Yes.
This season was George Pickens' final exam. You pass this season, you go off to figurative college,
and
which is a
someone's gonna pay
gigantic
him,
deal.
too.
And
Exactly.
Yeah.
for the regular person, when I say regular, not an athlete, so, oh, you're making so much money. This would be like you should be making $15 more an hour and they're not paying you.
Yeah.
Are you going to be happy at your job?
Yeah.
They're not paying you the $15 more per hour you should be making. So you're just going to make what you're going to be like, oh, I need to find another job.
Correct. And at least somebody else is going to give me the extra 15.
Somebody's gonna give
you
it to
saying
me.
No. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Hey, what you won't do, somebody will. That's all. Everything.
Well, I'll ask y'all this. Do you think winning is important to Jerry Jones as much as it maybe used to be? Because right now, I'm looking at this situation like, if George Pickens isn't a Dallas Cowboy next year, Cowboys have no shot, in my opinion, to even win the division. I don't think we win the division or even come close to winning the division if George Pickens is not on that roster. I'm not saying that we're not going to have a good offense. Dak Prescott has shown he could do it with the guys that they have. But if he's not on that team, that offense is no longer special, in my opinion. And that's what it needed to be for them to go out and potentially compete for a Super Bowl this
When
next
it
season.
matters.
Yeah, I think it should matter.
I'll say, and I believe Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, the Cowboys, they want to win. They do want to win. I don't believe anybody goes into this like, hey, I don't care if we win or we don't win. But I also believe that the business side of it is always first for the owners. It's always first. And you look at the teams that will kind of bend a little bit and say, I really don't want to pay. This guy going to really help us. Those are the teams that are more successful. And it's a reason why it's been 30 years. It's a reason why it's been 30 years. And at some point you would say, all right, man, we got to change what we're doing because what we've been doing ain't been working. I don't see them trading him. They obviously have told us they're not signing him to an extension. I don't know how this plays out.
Yeah.
I don't, because do they want to go down this road again?
Well, if they're not signing him to an extension and they're drawing their line in the sand on that, but he's just not going to be a Cowboy next season.
Yeah.
And that's like that's
And now you're getting
I hear you, but do you think there's any chance of reverting from the Jones family?
No.
because of their egos, I don't think so.
No.
Like Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, bro, you got to remember, bro, when you earn the right to have an ego, hell no, I'm not finna revert. Like, you taking my manhood. When
So the
people
only,
start thinking
only
of
hope we
egos-
have is that for me, Cowboys fans listening, the only hope we really have is if Pickens really signs this
Yes,
franchise.
and if he signs it, to me, he's signing it to get traded. He's not signing. George Pickens ain't playing on the tag this year.
Right.
I'll just say
No,
this.
for anybody.
Also,
He
for
gon-
the ego
So is George-
conversation,
so
is George Pickens as generational as Micah Parsons?
No.
No, generational. is
And
crazy.
we saw how the ego handled that negotiation.
He gonna sign
So
that
George
franchise.
Pickens isn't going to. If Micah
he's
Parsons
not
could
playing
make
for
you
us.
flip, George Pickens definitely is
He
not going
gonna
to make
sign
you
it
flip.
though. You
To
please
get
read
you
it.
think he's playing for us?
He gonna sign it. He gonna sign it.
He ain't
get
saying he gonna
traded.
play. He's
He
signing it though.
He gonna sign it with the hopes.
Okay, I'll ask y'all
being
this straight
traded.
up. Has George
He-
Pickens played his last game for the Dallas Cowboys?
Yes.
What do you think, TJ?
Duh.
Nah, no.
That star means something.
No.
Come on, TJ.
Nah, the star don't
Sell
mean
me some-
nothing. The star only means something to the fans.
Thought you had a friend.
It don't.
It
don't.
means
No.
something to me.
No, because dude, look. Number one, George Pickens was a 2nd round pick.
Yep.
So George Pickens
He
has
didn't make no
probably
real bread, man.
made $7-8 million in his career
Yep.
total.
Yep. Total.
He got a chance to make 27.3.
Yep.
Right? Ain't no way
He's passing
in
that
hell
bread up. Okay.
he pulling a Le'Veon Bell.
T.
Ain't no way.
T, you missed him.
There's no way.
I'm not
There's
gonna
no
lie.
way.
The Cowboys might
He's
G-check him on that, though.
He's not pulling a Le'Veon Bell,
I'm
T.
signing the contract.
Huh?
If you don't trade, I'm trying to push for a trade. If you don't trade me,
My back hurts.
my back, I slipped the disc working out something.
That's not a Le'Veon Bell. That's still, he's played his last down in Dallas.
But
that's what I'm telling you.
That's
T.
I don't
what,
think he
that's
does
what
that,
he,
though.
that's what he
Down.
should do.
Why don't you think that, Karen?
I don't know if he would do that.
He wants to play football,
his
man.
I know. Hey,
Because he got a chance to do
we
something
got
special
some
this
super
year,
chats
man.
on the man,
They better not be crazy either.
Hit these super chats, bro.
We do have some super
On this
chats. Let me
topic perfectly,
let me weed out the
Bro.
the George Pickens one. So listen, Chris Owen says, "Hey Carebear, also another contract dispute with Overshown. He just hired GP agent. The Cowgirls suck.
He sure did. I just saw that.
Our guy 214, Mr.
DFW.
DFW jumped in the chat and said, Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, who? Mike Jones, who? Mike Jones. Every year, I get a free ticket to the Cowboy Circus. They are who we thought they were. Some freaking clowns.
If we...
Yeah, take a deep breath.
If we in back-to-back seasons lose arguably the best player on that side of the field.
Yeah, prayers
how
up,
do
brother.
What do I do at that point?
Hey,
Seriously, what do I do? Y'all blame me for bandwagoning. Look at how to do a run
Who's your
the
best
team.
offensive player?
Coming into this season? I would say CD. Yeah, CD.
You think so?
CD or George?
No. Just give me one.
CD.
Who you think the coaches think is?
Dak. I think they get
okay, outside of quarterback.
No. On
who's
offense?
your best offense? Outside of Dak Prescott, who's your best?
Tyler Smith? Tyler Booker?
I believe the coaches believe it's George Pickens.
Wow.
I wouldn't argue that.
No.
The coaches believe it's George Pickens.
Because Pickens got that dog in him.
It was George Pickens doing what he did when CD went out that opened their eyes like, whoa.
Yeah, he won them once.
Like, he was making hard plays look easy.
What's wrong, Kieran?
He's stressed. His
bro,
team's owner got him stressed, bro.
Pay him, bro.
He got him stressed, bro.
Dog.
Anymore?
It's just
not on the matter,
oh
no. We do got a lot of super chats, though.
And they really can just give him a 3-year deal. Just give him a
Get us some more super chats.
What did we do to deserve this?
Real quick, we'll go with Kiro 200X said, old head here. I don't know a lot about Megan Thee Stallion, but I liked her old Popeye's chicken sandwich. I saw on X today that she's acting wild, as are her fans. Why they weren't even married, so I don't understand it. Yesterday's show was a Pandora's box. That's one way to put it. Social Sneeze dropped a $20 super chat and said, I am not Central Cast. However, Social Sneeze Burner, that seems a little sus. So now we have at Social Sneeze, and we also have at Social Sneeze Burner. So there's two Social Sneeze Burner accounts.
It's all Central Cast, bro. It's just all Central Cast. And Central Cast made... he just called his own new burner. Well, you got 3 accounts.
Because he doesn't chat as much as he used to.
He does,
but now Social Sneeze does.
He did send we do have a super chat from Central Cast as well.
What's happening, bro?
He said, TJ, I need your opinion on the Aiyuk situation. What do you think is happening with him? Like, no one's been able to get in contact with him. Do you think he's done with sports?
Get to it. Go to it next. Hey, Central Cast, this for you, G. Y'all know if y'all just tapped into the Speakeasy, y'all produce the show.
Facts.
If y'all want us to talk about something and we can, we gonna talk about it. Central Cast said he wants to talk about it, so let's get it popping. With that being said, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, hit the subscribe button. We do this show for you, living off the subscribes. After you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button to be notified every single time we go live. Last few shows, we've gained subscribers, so if you have yet to hit the subscribe button, please do right now. Carebear, turn me up.
Look, Adam Schefter says the 49ers and other teams are having a hard time getting a hold of Brandon Aiyuk. I know that he's not picking up that phone. And I quote, I think the reason a team is not trading for him right now is they don't want to assume that the current contract that he has or they don't want to assume the current contract that he has. It's a situation where he hasn't been in clear and constant communication with the Niners, and they have a hard time getting a hold of him. Other teams have attempted to reach out, and they have had a hard time getting a hold of him as well. Fellas, this is a lot of drama with Brandon Aiyuk. Should teams want Brandon Aiyuk?
Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon Aiyuk hasn't shown us that he still wants to play football. BA is a really, really good wide receiver. To me, he was a top 12 wide receiver at his heights. But at the end of the day, if you quit on a team like the San Francisco 49ers, it probably has the best vibes in football over the last 6 seasons since Kyle Shanahan has shown up there. If you can quit on a team with Fred Warner and Kendrick Bourne and Trent Williams and Bosa and Demo, and like, if you can quit on your brothers, who can't you quit on? It's one thing if you go to a place and you quit on a team where the vibes are putrid, no chance at winning, losing organization, but you quit on a San Francisco 49ers team that perennially goes to the playoffs, a team that's led by its locker room, led by its players, led by its Brock Purdy's, its Trent Williams, its Fred Warner's. Trent Williams wants to play football and he's like 38 years old, and BA, you not trying to play and you in your prime, it does not make sense. You cannot force someone to love the game of football. And if money cannot convince Brandon Aiyuk to love the game of football, and money is the greatest love language in all of football, then nothing can convince Brandon Aiyuk to love the game of football. So for my money, Nah, I wouldn't want to touch Brandon Aiyuk. Not right now. Let somebody else take a chance on BA. Let somebody else do him a $4.5 million deal with incentives worth up to $9 million. And if he balls, I'll think about it. But ain't no way right now.
4 years, $120 million.
What do you say?
That's what he signed with the Niners. Mm-hmm. And with his age, he was seeing every dollar of that $120 million. Bless you. He was going to see every dollar of that $120 million. I don't know what gets into us to where we feel like we bigger than the game.
Yeah.
The game of football, the game of any sport is moving along. It don't matter if you with us or you not.
Yeah.
That bus going to stop. And if you getting on at the bus stop, we rolling.
That's
and if
facts.
not, your ass is getting left right
That's
at the
facts.
bus stop.
That's facts.
And that's the NFL. We going to stop for you. It's up to you to get on and be on board. If you're not on board, we will move on without you and leave you. And that's what's going to happen if he does not get on board. The NFL is going to leave him. Every team. Should you want him on your team? I've said this. Yeah. I don't care who you are. If I can't get in contact with you, I can't contact your representation to get in contact with you. Why the hell would I want you on my team?
Yeah.
Why the hell? And if you left millions on the table, over 40 million guaranteed that you just let go, do you really think he's going to play for 4 or 5 million? Because that's what he's getting from me. Mm-hmm. And if you the general manager, you come to me and I'm the owner of the team or I'm the president and you think we giving him more than that, you're going to lose your job just for asking me that question.
Yeah.
And he's brought this on himself. And so I used to talk to BA often. Haven't talked to him in a long time. And if I did talk to him, I would tell him straight up, anybody that, bro, what the F are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Tom Brady retired. Did the NFL stop? It kept on going. This show don't stop for nobody. Enjoy the ride while you on the bus. Because when it's your turn to get off, you ain't getting back on.
Yeah.
Why are you getting off on your own free will? Make them force you off. I don't know, man. I don't know what he's going through, and I hope it's nothing mental that is affecting him.
It has to be.
It has to be. I think it does.
Nobody in their humbly right mind turns down $120 million plus the $70 or so million guaranteed.
After holding out for money.
Yeah. Nobody in their humbly right mind turns down that kind of money. Not
Dave
to
Chappelle,
mention,
the only person I've
correct.
seen do it.
And made it back.
That's it.
And then
Made
he
it
came back and said,
Yeah.
"Let me get that cheese." Not to mention, he's just done some erratic behavior. He was speeding like 110 miles an hour past the stadium. And then also, if you finna turn down money, why you posting pictures coming off of PJ? That's the other thing that throws me. Is like, I don't know, Kieran, if you've seen those flicks, but like, you finna turn down money. Like, I don't necessarily want to see.
It's not smart, bro.
Private jets cost money, and you turning down money.
Hey,
So you spending it?
That better be from California to Nevada.
No more, no less.
Might be a Jet X. Those aren't expensive.
Nah, that ain't a JSX.
No,
A JSX?
they planes don't look like that. I know they planes don't look
That
like
ain't
that.
a
We know
JSX.
that.
I ain't been on a Jet. You
That
been on
ain't
a
a
JSX?
Sweet X. No, that's a private jet.
Seems
That's
pretty
private
cool,
jet,
man.
bro.
You're not
take two
You're
dogs
not bringing no dogs like that.
like that
yeah.
on a public airline.
And so if because he's from Nevada,
Yeah.
that from Northern Cal, Nevada, that's probably 18 grand.
Yeah.
But maybe
That's
he
a lot.
chartered it. Maybe he just chartered the joint. And he don't own the PJ.
Nah,
No, he
but
ain't
you
own
say
it.
it's 18 grand just to charter the joint.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
A PJ from here to Mexico, 38,000.
If you go from here to Cincinnati, that's about 60K round trip.
Yeah.
Hold on. Acho, how you know about all this? I ain't
said
never
here to
I ain't
where?
got an invite
Here
on
to-
the.
a private
You
jet
told me you
from
could
here
afford
to
me private
Cincinnati
to
is
get me in the
60,000 round trip.
It's crazy.
60,000.
Correct.
How many private jets
Now
y'all
you
been
pick
on, bro?
Cincinnati.
Y'all know all of this.
Now you pick Cincinnati, TJ. I'm putting the pieces together.
Nah.
No. Don't start smirking. You knew with a little too much precision and confidence that from here to Cincinnati round trip on the PJ 60
How many
bands.
PJs you been on to Cincinnati from
It
out
been a
here?
few.
Just two.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Did you
So,
pay for
okay.
it?
One.
Okay. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's more than me. Come on, don't let me hang. Don't let me hang. Don't let me hang. Come on, that's what I'm talking
But
about.
I just, it's just not smart.
It's not smart.
Like, he's a smart dude,
Yeah.
man. And it's just like, and again, I got love for BA. And I think when they hear us talking and doing this, they like, F this.
Yeah.
You know, I got to be honest, because if you was my son, this is how I would talk to you. If you was my homeboy, this is how I would talk to you. If you was my nephew, this is how I would talk to you in person. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You can't do it. Like, you've played your entire life football for free, for the love of the game.
Talk about it.
Now you're getting the king's ransom, and you are willing to let this go down the drain like that. So, and furthermore,
He ain't played since in the ACL, bro.
now think about this. Think about this. If you, technically you're a Niner, but if you're the Niners, the way BA just acted this past season, ghosting himself and kind of alienating himself from the organization, I told somebody I would release his ass the day before the start of the regular season.
Yeah.
The day before.
Yeah. You ain't finna show him no love.
Why would
after-
Why would I do you a favor?
When you did us dirt.
Yeah.
Why?
So
Does he not realize?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
why would
I mean,
do
well,
you a favor? Yeah.
I'll give you guys the clip of their GM John Lynch talking about the Brandon Aiyuk situation. When asked, have you been in contact with him? I'll let you listen.
Can I ask the dreaded question of any Brandon Aiyuk update now that the draft's about done, and what your plans are with him?
No new update right now. We're available. Give us a call.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I think it's the prudent thing to do. He's an extremely talented player. He's been an extremely effective player in our league. Situation didn't work itself out here. That's not to say that it can't be rekindled somewhere else, and we'd be happy to do something with anyone if the opportunity presented itself.
But
Say
you hear
all
what he's
the right
saying?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody checking for BA.
No.
Ain't nobody checking.
Tuesday, whenever the first game is, they're going to release him that Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because if you do it the day before the season start, you really got to pay him. Because if you're on the roster Wednesday,
Tuesday,
that
yep,
first practice,
yep.
you get your money.
Tuesday, 3 p.m.
He's going to get released Tuesday, or somebody's going to trade for him. I am not doing him any favors.
Yeah.
If I'm the 49ers, I'm not. And you brought this on yourself. Like, you want to F me? I'm F you harder.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Right?
I hear you.
Like, there's just no way. Like, now, if you do handle things the right way,
No.
if you handle things the right way, they gonna work with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, I said pause. I
No,
said
he
pause.
did not. I don't think
Hey,
that's drinkable.
No?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
me, I fuck back. What's wrong with fucking back?
Ethan in the bed talking about say it. Say it. Come on now. Like he just dropped a verse, a church verse,
But
a Bible verse.
I mean, let's be honest.
Say it.
When y'all on the bottom, y'all put it a little. Never mind.
Huh?
That's my fault.
Hey, could a team?
Yeah, you wildin',
I put it a
bro.
little.
But would a team actually do this and you know this is what they're doing? I would say probably so.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Do you think BA plays another snap in the NFL?
I do believe he plays another snap. I believe it can only be with the Commanders just because of his relationship with with Jaden Daniels. But at what price?
Yeah.
Because you've let all these millions go. You're going to make millions, but it's going to be a drop in the bucket
Compared
to what
to
you've given up.
Do you think that if he comes back, he can even be the same?
Hell no. It's not possible. One, remember, he's coming off an ACL. Two, bro, it's going to take him a year to get in football shape. He missed a year, and remember, he tore his ACL before that. So you can't come back a year. Think about Le'Veon Bell.
And at this point, he's 28, though. If he's going to take him another year to get back, like, is it worth it, though?
Think
Is it
about
worth making
Le'Veon,
that
I
bro.
call?
like that play. I'm about to
Like-
put that in my notes.
He said, what, the player? Just show that one.
Yeah, I'm about to put that in my notes.
Right here.
Yeah, I'm still in that for my team.
Oh,
sorry.
hilarious. Let's get to some super chats, G.
Say less. We definitely got some super chats in the building. Let me pull those up. So one is from Snack Prescott 4. So
There's no way, bro. Y'all, this is all Central Cast, bro. This is genuinely all Central Cast.
don't blame my weird little cousin, bro. These are
This is
actual
all Central Cast.
fans of the show with all different accounts. Snack Prescott 4, Carebear with the picture. The default picture is Carebear. Said, first off, shout out the crew in the back. Yay! Shout out the crew in the back. Shout out to the gang up front as well. You guys make the offseason bearable. Been watching Acho and Shady since the show before the show. The draft stream was a great listen. P.S. Need more Chase, please. You should have paused that, but we'll keep it moving. Dogs Barking Brothers said, is there any difference between what Aiyuk is doing and what Devondre Campbell did a few years ago. I think it might be over for Aiyuk.
That's a good point. Devondre Campbell, he like just didn't show up. So they're both disrespectful. They're both things that you can't come back to the locker room from, and not in that locker room. I don't think Devondre Campbell played another snap after that. He may have gone to another team. I don't think he played another snap after
and he
that.
wasn't what Aiyuk was when he got to the Niners.
Nah.
But once you do that, nobody wants that in their locker room, man. They'll tolerate some things, but as soon as that personality is talking about more than your production, you got to go.
Bingo.
Yeah. That's fair. Listen, our guy Dominic Scott, 1962, is in the building. Said, Acho, TJ, I have a genuine question for y'all. Did y'all ever play with anybody in the military? If so, how did that work? If y'all did ever ask them. But love for the Steelers running back and hope he balls out. Go Hawks, #champs.
Played with 2 dudes in the military. One, Alejandro Villanueva. Came to the Eagles as a third-string defensive lineman. He was a lineman in front of me. Terrible at D-line. Jeff Stoutland moved him to O-line, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Goes on to be a $70 million left tackle, played 8 to 10 years for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Also, most notably, played with the dude Nate Boyer. Nate Boyer was the individual who told Colin Kaepernick to take a knee instead of sitting on the bench. Nate Boyer, famously a Green Beret, walked on to the University of Texas at 30 years old. I'm a senior at 20. He's a freshman at 30. Wild story, true story. First day of off-season workouts.
Yep.
5'8" white dude, buck 68 maybe, right? I'm 6'2", 235, 6% body fat, and I'm a senior. Yeah. I'm supposed to be him. Yeah. We're doing something around the football field. T, you might remember this. They blow the whistle, beep, you sprint. Blow the whistle, beep, you jog. Blow the whistle, beep, you sprint. Blow the whistle, beep, you jog, and you just go for like 35 minutes. I'm kind of setting the pace. I'm the senior. I'm all the things. Beep, 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 beep. Next thing you know, here comes this white boy Nate Boyer. Beep, beep, beep. I'm like, bruh, laps me and everybody else. Damn. I don't know who he is yet.
Laps you?
Damn, laps and everybody else. I'm like, who is this like white walk-on kid? And also respect. Don't show up a senior. Big jog your behind in the back behind me. Yeah. Who is this dude? We got this dude, Jeffrey Mad Dog Madden was our strength coach. 6'4", 380 pounds, had a big dog chain right here. Just big black dude. He bring everybody to the huddle. Everybody bring it in. Oh, shit. Y'all out here getting embarrassed by this walk-on. This walk-on ran laps around y'all. Tougher than all y'all mother... All y'all. Nate, you break it down. I was like, who the hell is this white boy? Damn. Turned out he was a Green Beret. He was in the military. He served like 6 stints. And he
was 30 years old.
Bruh.
That don't matter. But it's more so the...
No, I'm saying, but...
Yeah, that age don't matter.
No, I'm saying, but you have an advantage in terms of, like, you've been training for a much longer time than them.
He a different type of athlete,
He shouldn't have ran laps around us. It's when you
realize... A 30-year-old, a Green Beret in his... Like, he's still in his prime.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying
I just thought he was.
The minute I find that out, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not really tripping off
that.
Minute
we were in Philly, and Chip Kelly used to bring in all these different Navy SEALs to talk to us. One Navy SEAL came into our program. We're all sitting there: Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, myself, Malcolm Jenkins Shady. Navy SEAL stands up in front of us. Physically, y'all might be bigger than me, but mentally, I would run fucking laps around every single one of y'all mother.
Damn.
And we were all like, he was like a SEAL Team 6 or something like that. And I was like, okay. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You got to show me.
You got it.
Their mind is just different. Their mind is different.
But listen, shout out to our veterans. I'm married to one. So
there we go. Shout out
to all our military.
I'm not gonna self-clap.
Not for the married.
Go home and clap for your wife, bro.
No, we
not clap for her.
Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Carebear.
I say he pushing 40 ain't got a wife yet. That's really what it is, man.
How's that lame?
It was like, I'm married to a military veteran. Can I clap for her?
He got your ass there.
Listen, that's pretty good. I'm never going to feel shame about loving my wife.
You shouldn't. But can you clap for her when you get home?
I'm going to clap at home, out of home, in church, in the bathroom. I'm going to clap.
She's going to appreciate that.
Thank you.
Read the super chat.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Listen, we also have a super chat from JoJo, our guy who's always in the super chat, said, yo, what do y'all think of the Seahawks draft recap? I think he should have traded up to get an edge. And Mariah Millsbear, I'm only saying that because I saw him at 7v7, and he was caked up out there on a real note. He was throwing dots.
Come on now. I'll take the dots part.
Throwing
Other shit was
Dotson
weird.
ass is crazy. That's crazy.
No one was throwing no ass, bro.
That's what he
Hey,
said.
wait.
He said you was caked up on a
what?
Tuesday.
Another man said another man was caked up.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Hey, if you watching, you
something
got
wrong
to
with
take a shot to that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but maybe not. Maybe that's his preference, and then you don't got to take a shot if that's your preference. So,
No shots. No shots needed.
last
Last
one is from our guy Benjamin Todd. Said, in the words of Marshawn Lynch, "Quote: Get y'all mentals right. The PR team of the 49ers, and they may have done this, need to go to BA's house and do a wellness checkup. He is still your employee. Do right by him and get him his help."
Man,
Me, Todd, with the altruistic,
you can't help somebody
loving,
that don't want to be helped.
empathetic take.
Somebody needs to want the help if they feel like they need the help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on his family and friends though too. Also, like my employer's not gonna. I mean, like y'all probably would because we're closer than just like a regular employer. But my employer's not gonna be pulling up to my crib trying to see if I'm good or not.
My old
Like,
employer didn't even wish me a happy marriage after it happened. But you know where we
I
used
wouldn't
to
either,
work.
though. That shit's
Acho,
soft.
so
Anyway,
no surprise.
also I wanted to say, Snack Prescott, send me the recipe that you use for the cover photo of the mac and cheese with the.
Okay, bro. And then you wonder why I got Mama Bear in the chat telling me.
Get to the news of the day on Flagg, kid.
It look good though. Look, it's time we talk about more Dallas sports because we're just the greatest. Cooper Flagg is your 2025-2026 Kia Rookie of the Year. This year it was him and Conkinibble. Only 26 points separated their voting spread for the Rookie of the Year race. The second tightest finished. Pause. Since 2002-2003. Fellas, Cooper Flagg winning this one. A lot of people were upset. A lot of people were very happy. Has Cooper Flagg been better than expected, though, for the Dallas Mavericks?
Yes, because Cooper Flagg's expectations were as high as Zion Williamson, but in his rookie year, he lived up to it. He played. He was there. He was present. Best ability, availability. Then he averaged, I believe it was 21.6, 6.5, and 4.5. 6.7 and 4.5. He averaged 21, 7, and 5. So absolutely lived up to the expectations. We did not know that Anthony Davis wasn't going to be there and then was going to get traded. We did not know that Kyrie was going to miss the entirety of the season. We thought at the beginning of the season or last summer, Kyrie was going to show up for the back half of the season. Hell, Jason Tatum showed up for the back half of the season. We thought Kyrie would show up for the back half of the season. I went into the season thinking Cooper Flagg was going to be the number 3 on the Dallas Mavericks. He ended up being the number 1 on the Dallas Mavericks the majority of the season. So I think Flagg has put himself now in a position to be generational. The older I've gotten, the more I've realized if you want to be iconic at whatever it is that you do, you have to be iconic at an early age. Recently watching the Michael Jackson movie. Michael Jackson didn't become an icon because of what he did at 40, 50, and 60. He became an icon because what he did at 11, and then 20, and then 24, and then 29. Off the Wall, Bad, Michael Jackson, all the different albums. If you want to be like a generational talent, it has to start young. LeBron James, D. Wade, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan. Like, you have to start when you're young. You can't turn up at 29 and expect to be a generational type of talent. So the fact that Flagg is coming into the league, Rook, young bull, 18, 19 years of age, and won Rookie of the Year, he's already in line to becoming that next generational talent.
You got to, you got to have a body of work for sure. But has he been better than expected? No.
Really?
No.
Whoa.
Better than expected.
Wow.
Dropping more 40-point games than Bron as a teenager?
Is this not what you expected from him?
I expected good. I don't know if I expected this.
No. Going into the draft before he got drafted, everybody was saying he's a generational talent. Everybody was saying,
I'm with
hey,
TJ.
this Cooper Flagg dude, boy, at Team USA practices,
He was hooping with the
is
Olympians,
killing dudes and holding his own.
Yeah.
So I expected this. Now, this is when he would have been better than expected. Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs? Yeah. Way better than expected. The Dallas Mavericks didn't make the playoffs. They're terrible. Yeah.
We were terrible.
Cooper Flagg was what we expected him to be.
No.
A very good player, Rookie of the Year.
He does not fair.
Actually, I'll agree with that.
That
I'll
is
agree with
fair.
that.
Let me argue with
I'm
all
with
you.
TJ.
Here's why it's not fair, and why you got to sneak that in.
I just want my dog to know I support him. Especially
But it was right in my ear.
Well,
No,
after the shit
like-
you just pulled with my wife, I gotta go home and hear
I'm
about
not gonna
how
lie,
Acho slighted
yeah,
me.
no.
Better than expected.
yeah.
What did he do that was better than expected?
Here is one, the 40 ball. And then he backed, I think he gave us didn't he give us a 50 ball and then back to
Yes.
like a 36?
Yeah,
On
he
back to
went-
back.
he-
Talking about
he
that
went
end of the
40,
season.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's what's better than expected. Y'all got to remember, and I just got into the media game when Zion came out.
Okay.
Zion did not live up to the hype. I know several quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence, rookie years, did not live up to the
Right.
hype. Like, so to me, I no longer expect, when we call people generational talents, I don't expect generational their rookie year. Caleb Williams did not live up to the hype as a rookie. So when we throw out the term generational, it's cool, it's fun, we do it for y'all, we do it for us to get retweets and all this stuff. But T, you know better than anybody and know better than most. We throw out the term generational. Greg Oden does not live up to the hype as a rookie. We throw out the term generational every
But
single
the
time.
reason the guys that you've named in the NBA that did not live up to expectations, Greg Oden, he got hurt.
Injuries.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson,
He got hurt.
when he's not hurt,
He's a baller.
living up to expectations.
Blake
It's
Griffin.
because he's been hurt. Cooper Flagg stayed healthy the majority of the year.
Yeah.
And he was exactly what people said he was.
Yeah. Michael Porter Jr. another one.
Before the season started, Cooper Flagg is winning Rookie of the Year. He
got hurt
won
for
Rookie of the Year.
MPJ.
Cooper Flagg is going to be the third option. He ends up being the first option. If you're better than expected,
No,
you take the
hell
Dallas Mavericks
no.
to places
T,
nobody
no,
thought
pause.
they would be.
T,
That's better than
If I
expected.
would have told you, if I would have asked y'all, Kieran, I'll start with you. I'll work down the line.
Okay.
Kieran, if I would have asked you, hey, what do you think Cooper Flagg's rookie year stat line would be? What would you have said? Just
I'd
give me
probably
points,
say
rebounds,
like,
assists.
I'd probably around 17, 18,
Yep.
6, and 5.
I would have
probably
said
say around
18 to
there.
20.
And what else and what else? Points, rebounds, assists.
18 to 20, probably 7 and 6, 7 and 4.
Yeah, I would have said 17, 6, and 4.
Fair.
Yeah,
and
points,
he
rebounds,
gave us
assists.
about 22, 7, and 4.5. So 22, 7, and 5,
20,
21,
yeah,
7, and
21.
5.
Yeah.
And the
21, 7,
reason-
5, yeah.
It's better than expected.
The reason I would have said that was because you have Anthony Davis playing on your team.
Yep.
It's because at some point we assumed Kyrie Irving was going to play
Or
in
come
the
back.
second half of the
Yeah.
season. But just starting the season with AD, like, okay, AD going to be the lead
AD
scorer
got
at
hurt
20
immediately.
something.
Okay,
though.
let me go back to you. Kieran, if I would have asked you how many 40-point games does Cooper Flagg have as a rookie, you would have said. And you got to put $5,000 on it.
Oh,
I
I would have said.
two.
Maybe. I would have said. Honestly, I watched him do it in college. I watched
College
him.
is different.
I know, but still, even then, some of the best scorers in the league didn't have a 40-point game in college. I would say he could have gotten 1, maybe 2.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
1 or
He ended
2.
up having like 6,
1 or
0.
2.
You would have said 0. Wow.
Yes.
1 or 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Actually, I think that's a fair take though, because a lot of people didn't think his scoring was going to be able to translate.
We
And
thought
he
his
got-
defense would.
and hold up. To
I would-
Acho's point though, he did develop at a crazy rate throughout the
did.
season. If
He
you
did.
remember how he came into the season,
Correct.
he was struggling on the offensive side of the ball. He's
Yeah.
been great defensively from pillar to
He was
post.
struggling. You know why?
Because
Jason
Kidd
Kidd had him as a point
PG.
guard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
That's
Exactly,
why
yeah,
he was
facts.
being a facilitator. He's a scorer.
Yep.
Yeah.
He ended up putting it back there later on. He did much better. But the thing
So-
is, like, it's
Anybody that says they had Cooper Flagg scoring more than one 40-point
lying.
game.
Well, I mean,
And a
yeah.
50-point game?
And if
Hell no.
But when,
To be
when-
fair, though, these
when
types of
AD
guys-
gets hurt, you are the go-to guy. You are shooting anytime you want to shoot.
But that makes it even harder because now you're also the focal point of the defense.
Yeah.
No,
so
no,
now
no.
you getting the best defender on you as well. So
Man, Cooper Flagg is 6'8", 6'9".
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he was doing this at 18 years old against Team USA, the best
Facts.
the NBA has to
Facts.
offer.
Yeah.
And so when they show these highlights and he's getting off against the best players in the NBA, what you gonna think he do when he play the Wizards? What you
Yeah,
do, like he's
yeah.
gonna get off against them dudes. He's
Right.
doing against the best players in the NBA.
Yeah.
I've heard so many times, bro, how many generational talents have actually lived up to the hype?
Not many.
Well, okay. Can I?
LeBron in the
LeBron in the last 20 years. LeBron.
Well, hold up. You're saying LeBron
That's
lived up to
it.
the hype. Cooper Flagg had similar numbers to LeBron his first year. LeBron also didn't make the playoffs his first year, but he did have a LeBron-type season
Correct.
as a rookie. Like, if he ends up taking a jump to 27, we're going to have crazy conversations next year. If he's averaging 28, 30 points a game and that becomes a regular occurrence, then
But-
people are going to be like, oh, shit,
The
Cooper
difference
might
is-
really be like that.
The difference is LeBron came straight out of high school.
But he's the same
same
age.
age, though.
I
He's the
don't-
same age.
You come straight out of high school.
Yeah.
Agreed, TJ.
You're playing against people that are nowhere near as good as people that are in college.
Yeah.
He went to Duke for a year.
That's fair.
Went through the tournament. You're playing against way better competition. So in essence, he came into the NBA a little more prepared than LeBron.
Yeah.
Because you played against
facts.
better competition.
Yeah.
No, I
And
would
not to
say
mention it was 23 years later as well.
Yeah.
So training, high
But
intensity
he
workouts and
takes the
things.
league
Hold
against
up.
better competition.
Acho,
than LeBron
I would
too,
say this
though.
though.
Yeah.
Acho, I would say this. I think he exceeded expectations more in his first year at Duke, that college year, than he did now. Coming in at 17 years old, winning the Naismith in your very first year, being by far and away the best player, best two-way player in the entire country, being the best player in the country in your first year. I mean, as a 17-year-old freshman was huge. I would say that was more impressive as far as him exceeding expectations than his first year in the league. But even now, though, Cooper's in a spot where things could get crazy. Things could get crazy. Coming into the draft, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, this dude's." Well, there was a conversation on whether he was generational or not. It was Wemby, it was LeBron as far as the best prospects that we've seen since like the turn of the century, right?
Yep.
But in that next year conversation, people were throwing him in that Anthony Davis type, Zion Williamson type prospect category, and I think this season he's shown he's very much worth that conversation, or being in that conversation, and might even be better.
Hell yeah.
Might
To
even
me,
be better.
Better than Zion off GP, just
Yeah.
because Cooper Flagg has his off the field in order. He has his off the court in order. So to me, like, he's better than Zion just off nature of he looks like a player that is locked in, knows how to take care of his body, knows how to take care of his himself off of the court, and then on the court he gets active. The AD conversations, the LeBron conversations, we got to see. I mean, AD had like a 50 and 20 game.
Can I ask y'all this
You know
though?
what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I'll ask y'all this. Back to the rookie of the year conversation. Do you believe it was just that he won over Concanipple?
Yes, for a couple reasons. Number one, I'm not exactly sure when voting took place, but remember how Concanipple finished the season?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it was atrocious.
I think they were allowed to vote up until the play-in.
Yeah.
Because one of the reporters or one of the voters said that he was like, if you had cut the voting off before the play-in, my vote would have been differently.
I'm
But I got to
sorry.
see those extra games and
I'm
it changed my vote.
I'm sorry, bro. Cooper Flagg should have won the Rookie of the Year regardless. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He had expectations on him.
Yeah.
Concanipple did not have the expectations that a Cooper Flagg had.
That's fair.
If he did not win Rookie of the Year, it would have been a travesty.
Yeah.
There's no way. Concanipple had a great year, but it wasn't Cooper Flaggish.
Yeah.
It wasn't. He just exceeded. Now he exceeded expectations.
Yes.
Far exceeded. Yeah.
No, I mean, Cooper had statistically the best rookie season since Bron, outside of Luka Doncic, that we've seen a rookie have. I also think it was kind of crazy. He was getting flack for being on the bad team. I'm like, bro, you were the number one pick for a reason on the team that just lost their second best player, or their best player, actually, at AD. And also Kyrie wasn't there as well. Concanipple was getting a lot of praise for being on a playoff team, a ninth seed that didn't make it through the play-in. Like, I thought that was crazy. But great season shooting the three ball. He could be, by the end of his career, one of the best 3-point shooters of all time at this rate. But I think
One
rookie
thing
of the
I'll
year
say
was the right
though,
move.
on that rookie conversation, VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah.
He just kind of got overlooked.
Bro,
He got overlooked.
he's going to be one of them ones in the league. Like,
But the question is
agree.
how? Because Embiid is Embiid, and he
Yeah.
don't really let nobody else shine. And then Maxey, when Embiid ain't present, Maxey be getting
Say that
after
one more
it.
time.
Embiid is Embiid, and he don't really be.
yeah. Yeah.
Embiid barely
Embiid
plays,
got to
bro.
go, bro.
Yeah. I
gone.
don't think he's in Philly much longer.
Embiid got to. The Sixers are Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe team moving forward.
Yep.
Joel Embiid got to go. He
PG
slows
gotta
them
go,
down.
too.
He slows them down.
You willingly get rid of a 7
Willingly.
Yeah.
Willingly.
That doesn't play?
Willingly.
Won't play?
Absolutely.
And when he does play, he slows us down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fair.
Missed
I
more
hear
games
you.
than he's played the past couple of seasons.
You're not wrong on that.
He a
at all.
baller, but he got to go.
Yeah.
Now,
Best ability.
we got to keep it pushing here. Talk about some more news out of the National Football League. After missing day 3 of the NFL draft to be with his family, Mike Vrabel was back at work with the team today. Diana Rossini, also in this scandal, reportedly made a Spotify playlist called Turnin' the Page that she shared with a person named Mike. I'm not going to say it's Mike Vrabel, but you know, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. It also happens to coincide with a 4-game Titans losing streak that happened at the time. 20 minutes ago, this person clicked Rossini and Mike's Spotify playlist. See timestamps. Lots of love for Morgan Wallen and Luke Combs. I click on their profiles now, and all their playlists are gone. Is this happening to anyone else? Do you guys expect Mike Vrabel? This is a crazy question. Sorry, in the chat. But do we expect Mike Vrabel to face any punishment from this?
No, because crazy enough, Rossini just appears to be a crazy person.
What makes her crazy? I don't think she crazy.
She has a child named Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't bring
Just
kids
strike
into
number
it.
one. She had a playlist. Did y'all look at the songs on the playlist?
I heard Luke Bryan was on there.
She had a playlist that was
I didn't see
created apparently off of this 4-game losing streak that she sent to Mike.
She really like him though. She just really likes him.
But
She's
that's
married, TJ.
And that's her fault.
Married
That's
people
her
got
problem.
boyfriends and girlfriends,
it's not
man.
even. It's not even that part, TJ. Forget all that. Forget because married people cheat. Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah blah. She named a child after
Whoa,
the
I can't.
after the child shares the same name.
So
the
look,
child
look,
does share the
hey.
same name. I think her marriage is done because of that
Hey,
fact.
this
But
the
I'm not going to
thing,
say
though,
that that's
man.
exactly what it was. I don't want the kid to be involved.
I'm not
with it as
saying.
well.
I'm not saying she named it like you're hearing it how you're hearing it.
No,
I'm saying
but what I'm saying is
she-
there's
That
still a
is
kid involved.
disrespectful.
It's yeah.
to
Like
the
to
husband,
say she's
that's
named the child
like,
after him.
I
That's a
don't even
little
want
too
to
far.
see your face if
Yeah.
I'm her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But
that-
hold on, Kieran. What's too far? I'm just stating a fact.
But that's not a fact. We don't know if that's
She
a
named
fact.
okay. I'm saying she named the child the
Hey.
same name that
Yes,
her mistress.
that's a
Acho.
fact of her
Acho.
reported. Yeah.
She really fucks with Mike Vrabel. That's what that tells you. She really fucks with Mike Vrabel. She really want to be with Mike Vrabel. She
It's
like
very
that's
clear
what
looking
this
at the
is what
tweets,
this
yeah.
is telling us. Like I believe at deep down, she really hoped that they could be together. So she was telling him this in so many different ways, but he's married, she's married, and she's hoping he feel the same way about me that I feel about him. And obviously, that ain't the case. I don't see her being crazy. She just like Vrabel.
Yeah.
She fucks with Mike Vrabel. And that, hey, Vrabel, I mean, they got caught. Like
did.
why did you just
In the worst
miss
way.
day 3 of the draft and you're back at work today on a Monday? Like, huh? What, you spent time with your family?
I'ma just say it.
no,
I'ma
2
say it.
days?
I'ma say
What?
it. I'ma say it. Diana Rossini is the white Jada Pinkett.
Break that down.
She's the white Jada Pinkett. I mean, if I gotta elaborate on it, we under a rock. But Jada Pinkett
Oh my
clearly
God.
disrespects her husband. There's been a lot of disrespect in that marriage. You can say the same for Rossini. She clearly is married to someone that she loves but doesn't like. I mean, she is the.
Hey, Trey.
Hold on.
on,
Kieran
I've never
got
seen
show
that.
this
Let's
to the
take,
world.
let's take a full screen. So
my
this is
Oh,
right
God.
here.
yeah,
Diana Rossini's tweet
Oh my God.
August 11th, 2021.
But
Say,
this
keep
is a
looking.
real tweet.
Hey,
Let-
Carebear,
real tweet.
peep it though. Peep it though.
No, I hear it.
No. Look what time she sent it.
Oh no.
So
Yeah.
she was up in the middle of the night thinking about Vrabel. 3:51 a.m.
She could have been up breastfeeding the
Read the
child,
tweet.
maybe. Okay.
Read the tweet.
Keep
Oh
looking at my
my
almost
God.
4-day-old son Michael while trying to
4
figure
day,
out
by the way.
who are the best Michaels to ever play and coach in the NFL. The poster said if there was only some way to know, you know, when the possible conception of said baby could have happened around this time period, and then someone screenshotted another Diana Rossini tweet. If you see it right here on the right,
This is so messy.
she was in Nashville at the time, covering a Titans game.
This is why I
where
say,
Mike Vrabel was the
bro,
head coach.
This is not normal, rational behavior. You're looking at your 4-year-old son, who is named after your side
Peace.
dude.
Damn, I feel bad for her.
Your
husband.
4-year-old son shares the same name rather of your side dude. And the thing you want to tweet 4 days after your son is born is who are the best Michaels to ever play and coach in the NFL. Not just play. Mind you, the coach Mike Vrabel also played.
When
so
she
like
puts-
this
And coach.
and
When
coach.
when
she's
puts
telling
coach
you
in
right
there,
there.
She's telling
when
you.
she puts coach in there, you already know. Hey, but Vrab, that boy got her. Yeah, bro. Yeah. All
No,
right,
this
bro.
can't be real either, Karen, is it?
No, this is real.
All of
this
these
is
are
an
real
actual
tweets.
tweet. Yeah,
There's
this
another
is an
one.
actual
Titans
tweet.
defense getting eaten alive. That's what Diana Rossini said. So someone replied, "What happens when you lose Dean Pease and Vrabel is too stubborn to realize he's not cutting it." She said Mike Vrabel doesn't miss tackles.
She
Pretty sure he
defending her
doesn't
dude.
play.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
No,
Yeah.
Titans defense wasn't the
Puts
only
all
thing
this in
getting eaten either.
perspective now, right? All this-
Rossini was defending the Mike Vrabel like her husband.
Yeah.
You make a playlist for your girl when they going through a rough time. If
yeah.
somebody says, you know, your dude ain't playing right, your girl comes to your defense.
Yeah.
You look at your newborn and you think about
Yeah, the greatest.
the,
This is the
your
greatest
love.
gift I've ever had.
But
yeah.
Vrabel-
and who else is the greatest?
He
at what they've
appreciated
done?
this. He appreciated this, bro. It ain't like
I don't think. I got a theory.
Oh, don't you dare act like Mike Vrabel's not culpable.
I got a theory. I have a theory. Oh, I have a theory. I haven't shared this theory yet, not publicly. It's the theory. Don't sue me.
Let's just for general practice of GP.
disclaimer.
Let's start using allegedly. For Christ's sake, I've been trying to help y'all for the past 20 minutes.
Don't help
Allegedly.
I have a theory.
Anybody sue me?
Allegedly.
Yeah, you just
Just use allegedly. Just
Yes,
for just
allegedly.
For,
But
You
this
sue
is
me,
my
you
this,
get my
my,
desk.
this is just my alleged theory, right?
Okay.
Mistresses or whatever. What do you call it? When somebody cheats,
Adultery.
whatever it is, it doesn't last for 6 years. Like
An affair.
an affair, that's the word.
Yeah.
An affair don't last for 6 years.
Hell
because
no.
usually the dude, after said whatever, it's like, you know what? This was cool. The chase caught him, bet. The woman, somebody wises up. But two people aren't equally excited about said affair for 6 years. One person might still be, but two people aren't still as giddy in a honeymoon phase of an affair 6 years later. Though one person could be. My theory is that, like, I do not think that both individuals were equally as kikiing and excited about affair 6 years later, because been in locker rooms. T been in locker rooms, so T knows where I'm going with this. Usually there's somebody that's more still gung-ho about said affair than other individual. So who might it be? Maybe the person whose son shares the same name of the person you're having the affair with.
Okay.
So my actual theory isn't, I'm not saying Vrabel's not culpable. Of course he's culpable. It takes two to tango. But I'm not convinced that they were both as excited to still be there 6 years later as they were before. Vrabel didn't make her the playlist. She made him the playlist. So my simple theory is just like, I'm not convinced that everybody was still 6 years later running to the affair. That's just not how.
he was still running to Sedona, Arizona, late next
Yeah,
door.
when
That's
you,
what
when
he
you go,
said.
when you go to Arizona,
Yeah.
because why didn't you just stay at the hotel that everybody was at? Because if these pictures get taken, it's everybody was here.
Now let me.
Everybody was here. Why go to Sedona?
Y'all lock in the chat. Let me dig back into my theory.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so Kieran, riddle me this, right? So you're in Sedona, Arizona by yourself. And it's you and your alleged mistress. And y'all are all happy-go-lucky.
Okay.
But the only pictures we have is of y'all on two floaties separated. Only pictures we have is a hug and interlocked fingers. We don't have a picture of y'all kissing. We don't have a picture of y'all cuddled up in a hot tub. We don't have a picture. We don't have a picture of anything besides like a potentially platonic interaction, but y'all are both equally as hyped to be there. That did not look like a honeymoon trip. Really think about it, people. Y'all not thinking.
I'm thinking.
Really take a moment and think like, wait a second, you're right. If two individuals are like, hey, let's sneak away, let's break away, we're both giddy, we want to jump each other's bones, that's what we would have seen.
Bones
Those are the-
Let me
those
tell
are
you.
the
bones
pictures
were
let me tell-
already
let me tell you-
jumped.
Let me tell you why you wrong. Let me tell you why you wrong.
Break it down.
Because in that type of situation, if both parties are not equally as invested and excited, they don't go.
No.
I'm
Lies.
not.
They're not going
No,
to Sedona.
no, put your hands
Not to
up.
Sedona.
I'm not risking my marriage if I don't get that same feeling that I got 6 years ago when you made the playlist and named your son after me.
Let me tell you why you let me tell you all
Allegedly.
hold on.
Thank you.
Allegedly.
Thank you, guys.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Let me tell you all why you might. If somebody has a secret on you, that could make you have to miss the draft.
Allegedly.
No, that did happen. Like,
But allegedly, that's the reason.
Sure. But if someone has something on you that could make you have to miss the draft, if someone has a child that shares the same name as you and y'all have been romantically involved, you know what you're doing? Whatever they want you to do. That person has you by the alleged
balls.
Yeah. So why are you going to Sedona T? Because that person has a child who shares your name. That person has tweets about you. That person made a playlist sent to a person named Mike. So you're doing whatever that person wants you to do. Because at any point in time, that child named that bears your same name, at any point in time, that person could
blow the spot up.
Blow the whole spot up.
I see what he's saying.
Like,
you know what?
It does. Hold on. It sounds like Rossini's a crazy girl.
And more like some experience that you had. I don't know, Acho. Let me know.
It's common sense.
Oh, okay.
And it's the movie Obsessed.
Now we're stupid.
I think this is also from your perspective of it. Like I get where you're coming from though too.
It does make a lot of sense.
With those things kind of put together, it does look like allegedly. She is kind of obsessed with the situation. You can't tweeting about it at 3:00 in the morning.
Looking at your son Michael and saying, why would you look at a son Michael and say, who are the best player Michael coaches ever? That's not a thought you have.
She's really infatuated with him.
You cooking.
She's really infatuated.
She's really infatuated with him.
She's infatuated with him.
Yeah.
But I can't get over the fact that if I'm not.
No, she's clearly infatuated with him.
For sure.
She's telling everybody that she's infatuated with him.
Yes.
She also told everybody that she does not rock with her husband like that.
She did.
I've seen more love, and I haven't seen all of her tweets. Her Twitter's
but
gone.
He rock with her
back.
too, though. He rock with her too.
Yeah, he definitely has to a certain extent.
Well, allegedly. But y'all not hearing. Y'all not y'all hearing me a little bit. T not hearing me yet.
He not.
Whether you rock with her or not, you have to do whatever she tells you to do because you are a coach for an organization probably making $20 million. You have a lot to lose. She also has a son whose name is not changing. His son's name is Michael. So at any point in time,
he ain't peep game though, because this is my thing. This is the only hole that I have in your argument.
Please.
He ain't peep game. Who has more to lose professionally from this entire ordeal? Not even both of them.
Her more than him.
Rossini
how many coaches have cheated on their wives? They don't get fired.
Look,
if people try to relate this to the Sharon Moore, the M.A. Doka,
it's not the same situation.
It's not the same.
Here's the thing, y'all.
Coaches cheat on their wives, get divorced, and they keep coaching.
Kieran, you're close.
What are you losing?
Kieran, you were close. Bob, but you missed the little red dot. You're close though. Y'all are starting to get there. Okay. Mind you, I've been cooking on this for a while. Okay. In the crock pot. This was not in the microwave.
I'm hearing you.
Kieran, if Mike Vrabel gets fired and Diana Rossini get fired, Vrabel has more to lose.
Time out.
Rossini, hold on.
Okay.
You're slightly off. Rossini is more likely to lose it.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you asked who has more to lose. The person making $20 million.
I'm saying who has more to lose.
Why would Vrabel get fired? For
That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't get fired at all.
He won't. But that's not the question. You didn't ask who has a better chance of losing it. You asked who has more to lose.
From the affair,
Rossini is irrelevant.
Hold on. We have already seen, Acho. We have already seen how irrelevant it is. They had the affair. Who had more to lose in the affair? It's already come out. It's in the light now. Rossini lost her job. She lost all of these other things. Vrabel, he's going to be fine. I'm telling you right now, if worst case scenario, if both of their spouses are like, yo, this looks crazy, let's get a DNA test. They get a DNA test, allegedly. They get a DNA test. They find out, oh, this baby is actually y'all's too. We're going to team up. We're going to blast every single bit of information, what you told us, all that other stuff. If all of that happens, you know what happens? September starts and Mike Vrabel is still the coach of the freaking New England Patriots. He just took him to the Super Bowl. I don't disagree. I'm not firing him for that.
I don't disagree.
You see Tiger after he cheated on his wife? I want that bread.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. What I disagree with is your premise.
Okay.
Vrabel's less likely to lose it. I agree with 1,000%.
It's impossible that he loses it over this.
But Vrabel has more to lose. It's Kieran, you got to remember.
But hold on. The added layer is, but Rossini loses more.
Yes, Rossini loses more.
That's the next layer of the onion you got to peel back.
If I can stab you in the chest, right? But I'm getting a 12 gauge back at me. Why would I go for that? Why would I do that? It's like nuking America.
But Kieran,
I could nuke America, but if I nuke
What's coming
America,
back?
what's coming back?
Kieran,
the rest of the world's gone.
Exactly.
You're thinking with hindsight. Because we now know Rossini's lost it all and Vrabel
I don't
hasn't
know
lost
that, but
any of it.
you should have thought that way in the first place. You're a reporter. You're breaking protocol by doing this with me.
Mike Vrabel is not thinking, well, if ish hits the fan, I'm only going to have to miss a day of the draft. You don't actually know what the punishment's going to be when ish hits the fan.
But what you do know is that I'm a former NFL player, made a lot of money as a player, made a lot of money as a coach, and what you do know is I am a sports reporter. I do not have the same safety net that you have. So I while I can crash out, it would not behoove me financially, maritally, or professionally nearly as much as it would Mike Vrabel to do that.
But you're married.
Yes.
So I'm going to submit to your higher level of authority as it pertains to particularly dealing with the woman in that situation. When a woman is in love, what matters more, her love or her job? Because you've already said how your wife moved here.
Yeah, love. 100%.
So if Rossini allegedly is in a high level of love, you think she worries about this real rinky-dink job reporting? Yeah. Mike Vrabel can cover her salary with one game check. So you're thinking rationally. Right. You're thinking that Rossini's rationally thinking, well, if you're in love, a woman that is in love, she don't care about this little job. Get fired. This is my man, my man, my man.
Yeah. Acho, I just thought of something far worse, and it's really off the deep end. But in retrospect, given everything in the climate and whatnot, I do actually think Mike Vrabel could have had more to lose in this situation. If I have a child that has your DNA, now naming it might kind of ruins this argument, but we've seen a lot of women do a lot of shady things.
Yeah.
That door could be open. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But that door could be open. She could go out and say that something was done to her.
Oh, gotcha.
And now all of a sudden, because you were intimate with that person, who knows? Like you never know. But my thing is that's a crazy scenario. But I think that's also the game you play whenever you end up doing this affair type
situation.
It's not a sane situation.
Yeah,
nothing in the situation is sane. And I think because of that, you need to be more.
You're right.
I don't know, hypervigilant.
Oh my gosh. Just a water bottle.
Let's get some super chats and we'll move to the next topic.
All right, cool. Listen, we got quite a few super chats.
Clock is frozen.
One is from our guy. It's Versa said, so first off,
F your girl in the clip.
Says, God evening. I don't know if that's like some new Grand Rising type stuff or if you meant to put good evening. But either way, said, talk Ravens, draft grade, mine was a B. How does the team as a whole look to you, gentlemen? The only hole in the roster I see is the center. Shout out to Social Trade. Thank you, Isverse. I appreciate that shout out. TJ, you play for the Ravens, huh?
I did.
How do you think they did in the draft this year?
I like their draft. I thought the Ravens drafted guys that can really impact the team as rookies. For sure, the first 3 picks. And the Ravens always do a really good job of developing guys on the defensive side of the ball. Very rarely do they draft guys on the defensive side of the ball and they don't pan out. Like the second-round pick, Zion Young, out of Missouri, he going to do a hell of a job. Yeah. The guard that they got out of Penn, he can go. Yeah. Super athletic. And y'all know how I feel about Jacoby Lane.
Yeah. So what would you give him if you had to give him a grade?
I'd probably give him.
Super Chatter said B.
I'd probably give him a B+.
Okay. Bet. We'll take that. It's Versa also said, number 84 got a quick question. What's your... he said... he said the same thing, but sent the same super chat. Okay, cool. You got yours read. So we got another one that said, first things first, this is from JoJo. Not my preference. I was just like, damn, he was caked up. Pause. Second, Carebear. I mean...
Sound like it might be your preference, brother.
Yeah. You might want to explore that. Sounds like there's a bit of curiosity there.
It's crazy.
Make sure you follow Carebear at Carebear Karen.
Whoa, why you gotta follow me? Whoa,
second thing is Cooper Flagg can be generational, but it's early for all of that. But I think in 2 years from now, with a little bit of consistency,
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna take one season. If he's on top 10 level type play next year, now we're having he's confirming himself as a generational prospect. So every great player takes that jump year 2. You saw it with like Luka, with KD, with Bron, everybody takes that big jump year 2.
We're seeing it with Wemby.
Yeah, exactly. You saw it with Wemby. Yeah, exactly.
100%. So Central Cast said, what I do, I just be sitting here being funny, being me, but one thing I will take credit for is asking for signatures and merch. Acho, do you hear me? I need signed merch.
Central Cast, one day you're going to get this merch, G, because you actually be showing straight. You be showing love. You be here every day. I heard Mo NYC, we ran him out.
Mo's back.
Mo's back.
He's back?
Mo came back to chat today. I gave him some love, gave him a shout out and everything. Yeah.
I thought he was a
Mo
bully.
got mad?
Mo NYC is like the chat
But
bully.
he been on some like chill time today.
Has he?
So I think he went away like
Nah,
Vrabel.
he not on chill time. He just said, "What wagon you dragging here?" Come on, bro.
Okay, and well, boom goes the
What
dynamite.
happened to Sugar Mama Shannon, bruh?
She been MIA. I haven't seen her in the chat or the super chat. Shannon,
Ask her for some sugar, man.
If you're here, let us know you and your daughter for Carebear are alive
not
and
for
well.
Carebear.
Yeah, Shannon, if you watch this on VODs, bruh, let us know you alive,
Yeah,
bruh.
yeah. Let us know if you watched the replay.
good.
You said you watched the replay. Listen, Central Cast sent 2 more super chats. It
What?
said
Central Cast.
from the guys in the back to make up to the kids on TJ's team, the Care Bears bunkmates. To Social Trey's Marvel Rival Squad. He wants everybody's signature, he's saying. And then the last thing he said, Acho and TJ, what is this? A UDF? Oh, undrafted free agent, I'm guessing?
undrafted free
But why'd you put UD? Okay, anyway. I'm going to need you both to look out for is Zelmar Vetter? Zelmar? Yeah, I'm not sure. Cornerback from Houston, but can y'all do y'all's homework on his film and let me know how you think his game translates to the NFL? Because
I'm about to put
you
his
guys
name.
have
I'm going to look
different
him.
eyes.
What's his name?
Zelmar, Zelmar.
All right.
Last name Veddar.
All right, I'm going to.
Actually, VEDDER.
Oh, ER. Come on, Central
Yeah,
Cast.
yeah,
Learn to
yeah.
spell, brother. You're in college. That's scary.
All right, bet. I'll
Untucked
get back
Goat
to you.
said, hey, Speakeasy, I love the show. This is my first super chat. Me and my friends were debating this today. Who were the 5 best teams across all sports since 2020? Damn.
5 best teams across since 2020.
Yeah.
Dodgers
Got to
won.
put the Dodgers.
Yeah,
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 that's
Dodgers.
exactly
The
what I was
Chiefs won.
thinking.
No,
No,
I put the
Dodgers.
Dodgers one. They have three. They have three World
Dodgers are
Series
one.
since 2020.
Dodgers
and
are
they're gonna
one.
win another
Chiefs
one.
ain't
this
got 3?
year. Chiefs won 2019.
Dodgers are
But I
one.
guess start
but
of
they won
2020.
2020.
They won in the start of 2020. Yeah, sure.
Chiefs have 3 Super Bowls and been to 4.
The Dodgers are one.
It's the Dodgers. Though.
Dodgers have 3 World Series and been
Have
to
the
4.
Dodgers missed the playoffs in any of the years since 2020?
No, it's the Dodgers one.
They're going off of back to backs. They probably could have won
The
another
Chiefs
one.
did. Chiefs went for a 3-peat.
No, it's
But
the
the
Dodgers.
Chiefs didn't
brother.
make the playoffs last year.
It's the Dodgers. The Dodgers,
The Dodgers
are by
is-
far and away the most dominant professional sports team in the world right now, and it's not even remotely close. They are an unstoppable enigma. I would put Chiefs in the top 5.
Chiefs.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'll put
yeah,
Chiefs there.
yeah.
After that, it's kind of tough.
Can't be
since
an
it's
NBA
2020.
team.
Yeah, I don't think it can be an NBA
been
team.
too many
Florida
changes.
Panthers for the NHL. They won back-to-back Stanley Cups.
Oh, yeah.
After that,
Georgia
pretty
football.
interesting.
He said pro.
See, yeah.
Oh, did he
pro.
say pro? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pro teams. I would say those 3 are top.
I mean, if you're going to throw a team
I'm trying to think of a Champions League.
Celtics?
Oh, Man City since 2020. They won a treble. They also, they're easily in there.
Yeah.
Man City is
That's
up there.
cool.
After
Las
that-
Vegas Aces.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we'll say the Aces.
Yeah.
That's
Las
it. Yeah,
Vegas
that's a
Aces.
5 for me.
There you go.
Yeah, those are
Segue
very,
right
very
into the next one.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
exactly.
Las
Yeah, let's
Vegas
keep it
Aces.
moving.
That's a good
Shout
one.
out to
Yes.
the W.
Yeah, I
They
do want to
might
give a shout
be-
out.
Yeah,
They
might be.
3.
Yeah, facts.
They might be 3.
Oh no, I just want to give a shout out to Taryn. Taryn Super Chat. She dropped a $40 one just now.
Oh, did she? Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that one
yeah,
just
yeah.
came through. Yep, I see that. So, Terrence said, "What's up, guys? I can't speak for other women, but I ain't."
Hold on. Tam.
You right.
No manners?
My fault.
Clap for your wife. The only
He only
No,
clapped because it's $40.
that's on me.
No, Acho.
That's on me. Yeah, facts. She said, "What's up, guys? I can't speak for other women, but I ain't never losing bread over no man. But that's just me."
I feel
Come on
you.
now.
Talking about
I'm
man.
with you on
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
That's
No,
big
she
fact.
she talking about Rossini.
Rossini, yeah.
Oh, and
So
I
yeah,
guess-
she like I'm not crashing out and losing my job.
That's
regardless of
right.
how
Exactly.
blinded
Why
by love
would
I
you?
am. So
Why would you?
yeah, well, we got one more from B Todd.
Yeah, go
Last
ahead.
one, then
B-Todd.
we got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
B Todd said no one should be fired for love if it doesn't affect the workplace. Her alleged, that's for you, Kieran, infatuation of Vrabel didn't get in the way of her job. Vrabel's was affected with the draft no-show more than Rossini's job. She lost her job, brother. I don't think there's any more affectation, if that's even a word, than that.
Yeah. Also, there's so many other things that could have happened behind the scenes. Journalistic integrity is a thing that is not valued as much today as it should be. So, yeah, sleeping with a coach for inside info is crazy.
Got to do what you got to
allegedly.
do.
A lot of inside
Yeah,
info.
a lot of
Inside.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Exactly. Do what you gotta do is crazy. All right, look, moving forward, we gotta talk about some news out of the W. After they made waves, AZ Fudd getting drafted first overall to the Dallas Wings, they were asked about their coupling, and a PR person said they're not gonna answer any questions about their personal life. Paige Beckers went ahead and put a statement out there, honestly addressing the question that was asked earlier, and then also saying what the standard is going to be moving forward about talking about her relationship with AZ. I'll let you listen.
Plan on addressing it once, so if we continue to get asked about it, we will refer to this moment in time, or we will use this time to deflect and talk about our teammates. Quite frankly, I believe me and Aziz's personal relationship is nobody's business but our own. And what we choose to share is completely up to us. But as media members, I understand you guys have a job to do, and you guys have to ask questions about the basketball aspect of it, so that's what I will be addressing today. Me and AZ have always been the most professional. We've always conducted ourselves as such, and we've never let anything that happens off the court carry onto the court. That's what we continue to do. And I'm not entirely sure if this is new to media members, to social media, to new people who are watching the WNBA, or women's basketball in general, but me and AZ are not new to this. We've been doing this for a long time. We have countless reps at it. We have a lot of experience with it, so we will continue to use that experience to show up and be professionals, great teammates, great leaders, the hardest workers, and continue to show up and do our job.
It's what Paige Beckers had to say about their the question that was asked, earlier in the kind of media frenzy that happened afterwards. Do you guys have any reaction to this statement?
I'm torn. She's right in that, like, your personal life isn't necessarily our information in any way, shape, or form. However, where I do believe to some degree you missed the mark is, like, one, if you're a star, and if you're a star that is involved in anything unique, you're going to get asked about that a lot. It might be about your relationship with your deity, your God, if you will. It might be about your relationship with your significant other. But if you are a star and you are involved in anything unique, Tim Tebow, you're going to get asked about things that transcend just the game of football. Colin Kaepernick, you're going to get asked about things that transcend the game of football. LeBron James with your son, Bronny, constantly getting asked about that relationship interpersonally. You're going to get asked about these types of things. Russell Wilson being asked about Sierra, Bam Adebayo being asked about A'ja Wilson. You're going to get asked about these things when you're a star. Paige Beckers, you're a star. You're a star and you're involved in something that is unique. You're playing with your partner, number 1 overall pick. She's a number 1 overall pick. So just don't gaslight the media as if the media is tripping for diving into and investigating something that's unique and something that needs to be asked about. That's my only issue is, like, don't gaslight the media for asking about it. Is your private life our information? Not necessarily, but the media is constantly intrusive. From TMZ to reporters to beat writers, we're constantly intrusive. So I don't want to act as though this is unique to Paige Beckers. This isn't unique to AZ Fudd. This is the world in which we live. We live in a world that desires and requires far too much access. Media members in locker rooms while dudes is changing as soon as the game is over. I think the media far too often crosses its boundaries. But I'm not now going to be like, oh, this is where we need to draw the line. I would have drawn the line with reporters of the opposite sex being in a locker room when dudes is changing. I would have drawn the line there, but we didn't. So I just don't like being gaslit, but I don't necessarily think their private life is our information.
I respect it. I really do. I respect it 100%. The curiosity that the media may have will only come if they start to make their relationship public, meaning we're going to put things on social media. We're going to show what we're doing. If they don't do those things, questions will not be asked. Mm-hmm. The bigger problem will be anybody that's been in a relationship, you're going to have some ups and downs. You're going to have some arguments. And when you had that argument, just when it falls on game day, are y'all still going to be able to play together and it not look like you guys have had an argument? Because if it looks like you're playing a game and you high-fiving everybody but not each other, you're communicating with everybody but not each other, then it's fair if they ask that question. Because they want to know, well, I noticed you guys weren't communicating, but you're communicating. That's fair. But if they don't have these problems and then they can do exactly what she said, be professional. They've had a lot of reps at this and handle things the right way, and they keep their private life private, I agree with 100% of everything she said. The questions that get asked to me, at least for me, when it comes to male players and their significant others, is because their significant others are in the public eye.
Yeah.
Their significant others say things publicly. And so now those questions are asked. If they can do what she said, I respect everything that she said 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is. I actually agree with everything she said in here. I think it was very, very fair. I was ready to. Whenever I watched the clip earlier today, whenever she said we'll deflect to our team, I was like, that is your teammate though. So I was a little bit skeptical, but then actually listening to her full statement, I think what she said was exactly what needed to be said the first time the question was asked, and this would have never been a story. So to me, that was the only thing that was confusing, was like the wings, PR people getting involved. We're not going to answer questions about personal lives. It was a basketball-related question, and I think basketball-related questions, whenever I'm reporting on the basketball team, is something that I do want to talk about. Also, whenever you publicly disclose your relationship and you're saying that you're in a relationship with this person, it's history. It's cool. You and your girlfriend got drafted, potential future wife got drafted first overall back-to-back. That's a story. That's what makes sports. I think it's a cool story. I think it's awesome. I'm excited to have two talented players. I don't really have a question about them coexisting as teammates. They won a national championship last season, and they were dating then. So like to me, it should have been a non-story that got blown up because they weren't Az wasn't able to answer the question for herself the first time it was asked.
To me, I only place I disagree with you, Kieran, is it should have been a gigantic story. When siblings get drafted, yesterday what we talked about, Avion Terrell playing with AJ Terrell.
Yeah,
I went on about that for 30 seconds, a minute. That's dope.
Yeah.
And if Avion would have been, if they were a quarterback and a wide receiver, we would have gone on about it for a whole
We
segment.
haven't seen this before.
Not at this level of talent. Not publicly with this level of talent.
Not publicly.
You know what I mean? Especially to me with this level of number one overall pick. To me, this is absolutely a story. That's why I'm like, don't make your business public. Make it our business. Put it in our face. Then be mad when we ask about it. T, nothing irritates me more, and unfortunately I might have to do it one day, but nothing irritates me more in the interim than when people are like, hey, this happened, but please respect my privacy at this time. It was private until you told me. So now you told me and you want me to respect your privacy. Why not just keep it private? And then I would have respected your privacy because it would have been private. So to me, don't, thrust your relationship into all of our faces. We ask about your relationship, and then you tell us, don't ask about our relationship.
It's none of your business.
It's none of our business. Well, why'd you make it my business? Why'd you throw it in my face? I didn't ask. I didn't even know y'all were in a relationship. And then also just understand the territory that comes with being a superstar.
And I think her making that statement is going to make them more aware of publicly what they give. Mm-hmm. Because they know as soon as they give something publicly, here come the questions. And so I think they'll be a little more guarded. That question in the press conference probably was an eye-opener for them.
Yeah.
And said, And so I think they'll be a little more aware now of just what they do publicly and what they say.
I think she addressed that, though, too, earlier. She's saying, it's me and her relationship is nobody else's business, but what we share is also what what we want to be seen. We're going to share whatever we want to be talked about in a way. But my thing is, it's
just not reality. And what I hate, and maybe because I've had to live to some degree a part of this life, is I hate when famous people don't want what comes with being famous. Shut up. I'm talking to myself when I say that. Shut up. It comes with the territory. I'm at the mall this weekend, dude in the Eagles hat with his son. Hey, bruh, I love the show, but why you keep hating on AJ Brown? I walk into a Lululemon woman. Hey, can I take a picture with you? I read your book. Next corner. Hey, can me and my daughter take a picture? It comes with it. Mm-hmm. Shut up, Acho. Sure, is it an inconvenience? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, it comes with the territory. So, Paige, you're a number one overall pick. Your girl a number one overall pick. Y'all are dating.
Y'all are going to have to answer questions about it.
You're going to have to answer questions about it. I just hate when, so many great things come with being a celebrity. So stop complaining about the minor inconvenience. To me, it irks
also
me.
there's more.
There's
more
so
to,
much. It
That
irks
is
me.
so true, man.
It irks me, bro.
Also, between these two, though, there's more to gain from being publicly out there and whatnot than there is to lose. They're going to get, if they're both good, I'm just painting a picture for you. Both of them end up being one of the better tandems in the WNBA. You know how many brand deals they're going to get, how many posters they're going to be on. They're going to be a face and a beacon for what a lot of people believe is an undervalued and underappreciated community. They're going to be huge because of this. Interracial as well. Like there's so many things that they're going to be able to profitize off of.
And they will gladly do it.
And they're gladly going to do that. But the thing is, like, you'll talk about it in an interview for GQ if both of you guys are getting $150,000. But then if it's after
But then we ask a question about it.
Yeah, it's like that to me is like well, I get where you're coming from.
It's so weak.
I
to
love
me.
her statement though. I still love her
statement.
statement.
Is cool. It's just it's weak when it's like I'll walk to the restaurant. Emmanuel Acho, I'll make a room for you. I'll make space. I'm gonna give you a reservation. But then somebody, hey, can I take a picture with you? Bro.
Yeah.
It comes with it. So to me, like Paige,
you're famous.
You're famous. You're a superstar. You're a hooper. You're dope. You're gonna get asked about your also famous superstar hooper girlfriend. Cool. Next.
So yeah, Asia and Bam got to answer questions about it.
No more, no less, bro.
I agree with where you're coming from. Keeping it basketball and pushing the Thunder. First team on to the next round of the playoffs. They absolutely murdered the Suns. First game by 35, second game by 13, third game by 12, and then in game 4, beat the Suns by 9. OKC hasn't lost a game in the first round of the playoffs for 3 straight seasons. Also, this tweet from Legion Hoops. SGA in the first round cooked the Suns. He had 31, 42, 37, and then 25. I believe coming into today, though, as well, SGA was shooting like something like 90-something% in the fourth quarter of playoff games, like the past year or so. I don't even know what the stat was, but it was ridiculous to see. Can anyone, and I mean anyone, beat this SGA-led Thunder team?
Not anybody anytime soon. Nah, these Thunder are like that. They rolled through the Suns, made the Suns' best player look like a coward. I'll address Devin Booker later. They will likely roll through the Los Angeles Lakers or Houston Rockets unless and even if Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves come back. And then if indeed you end up meeting the San Antonio Spurs there, I believe because of the San Antonio Spurs youth, they will roll right on through them. Yeah, nobody is stopping the Thunder anytime soon. Maybe if they end up meeting the Boston Celtics in the championship game, that's a really good matchup based upon depth, based upon size, based upon coaching. That's a good matchup. But the Thunder right now, they mow you over and they make a coward out of you. That's what I saw in the first round.
Oklahoma City it'll be a good series. They play the San Antonio Spurs and the Boston Celtics. Yep. Outside of those two teams, I don't see it. But I know something. The NBA better do. Like, Lou Dort is dirty, bro. He a dirty player. The shit he was doing to Devin Booker, you sticking your leg out and he trips and y'all act like that was just incidental. No. Like, this right here, that's a dirty play. You just gonna stick your leg out, huh? Really? Yeah. That's a dirty play. Look at his right leg. That's a dirty play. That's not a natural. You're not doing that.
He does that all the time, too.
Right, and you try to act like it's all cool. Like, the NBA needs to do something about it. Like, Aaron Gordon runs onto the court when Jokic and McDaniel got into it. What did the NBA do? Nothing. But you're going to suspend Draymond for hitting LeBron in the nuts. Like, come on now, let's enforce the rules all the way around. In essence, you may have cost Golden State a championship by suspending Draymond, but you're not going to enforce the rules with everybody. Like, they got to make sure guys ain't being out here. And Lou Dort, now he has a history of this. Something got to happen. Because I don't think anybody said nothing about this. Like, Buddy he's a dirty player. And
yeah. I want to show this clip right here while you're talking. If we can pull that one up.
Like, come on.
Some of these plays are just straight Bush League. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
That's a dirty play. And you don't think the NBA is reviewing it? As soon as you review it, you suspend it. He'll stop doing it. But Oklahoma City, with or without Lou Dort, they going to work.
Yeah.
And so I just don't like the fact that he does these type of things. That's not cool. Play hard. Play aggressive. But come on, bro. You somebody step on your foot, now they got a high ankle sprain. Like, what are you doing?
That's that old school Bruce Bowen. That's that. Yeah, come on, bro.
Like, what is he doing?
Bro.
Like, what is that?
T, but what do you make of the Suns? Because I was utterly embarrassed by the fact that Devin Booker was the team's third best player. I understand the injury in the final game, but how do you have a 16-point game, a 22-point game, a 24-point game, and a 23-point game? How do you let Dylan Brooks say, you know what, give me SGA in game 4? How do you let Dylan Brooks have a 30-point game, but your high is a 24-point game? How are you a 29-year-old player in your prime talking about, I've been an all-star, I've been an all-NBA caliber player, and you just get your heart taken from you? Devin Booker didn't even want to shoot at the end of game 3. He's sitting there letting Green take all the shots. He's letting Dylan Brooks fire up all the shots. You don't even want to shoot. That to me is where I leave this game saying, Devin Booker, you cannot be the best player on a championship team. Not playing like that.
This was not a good series for Devin Booker, obviously. Yep. Was not a good series for him. It was not a good look for Devin Booker if you're a superstar in the league, which many have said he is. He just didn't play well. The way Oklahoma City played him may have frustrated him, took him out of his game, obviously. But you're 100% correct. Athletically, the Phoenix Suns on the perimeter, we assume, should be able to match up with Oklahoma City. Mm-hmm. Jalen Green, super athletic, can move his feet. Obviously, we know what Dylan Brooks is on the defense side of the ball. And Devin Booker. You got 3 guys on the perimeter that I just named that should be able to guard any of those guys from Oklahoma City and make it tough on them. And you got guys that can protect the paint. And so playing defense is all 1-2, but Devin Booker, this is just not, it's not a good look for him. It really isn't, but what do you do?
Yeah.
He is their best player. He didn't play as if he was their best player. Now, going into next season, will Dylan Brooks start to play like, this is my team? And if he does Devin Booker kind of say, okay, I'll take a little back seat? Or does he assert himself? How does that work?
I want you to think about what you just said and how we talked about both of those players over the past 3 to 4 years. Will Dylan Brooks step up and say, this is my team over Devin Booker? That should tell you everything you need to know about Devin Booker right now as a player.
Dylan Brooks has gotten better.
He has. He's been incredible.
Every single year he's been in the NBA. Mm-hmm. From a second-round pick, and it's crazy because when he was in Memphis, it was, don't nobody want to play with him. They sent him to Houston. Houston got better. Correct. Memphis got worse.
Correct. Yep. Send him to Phoenix. Phoenix got better.
He leaves Houston. Phoenix got better. Houston got worse. And so it's something you may not like him when you play against him, but you love him wherever he goes. The teams have gotten better.
Can Devin Booker win a championship as the best player on a team?
From watching this, you have to say no. You have to say no. Like
Devin
Booker got to go out guns blazing in these type of games. I'm shooting 25 to 30 shots. Yeah. We gonna win or lose because of me.
We saw it one time. We saw the opportunity that he had in the most injury-riddled playoffs we've seen. Whenever Giannis ended up getting it, he wasn't anywhere near the best player on the basketball court. And that's my problem. Devin Booker, no, it's not going to be a situation where Devin Booker's going out there and he's going to be a one on a championship team. I think he can be a phenomenal 2. A phenomenal 2. One of the best 2s. But I think now we're having a conversation. Yes, Devin Booker went out there and he dropped 70 points in a basketball game. Amazing. Incredible. He has a great scoring ability. But he'll never be a championship 1. He's just not that. He's not that. We saw that whenever they lost to the Mavericks in the playoffs. We saw that whenever they went to the finals and they weren't able to get it done. Now, not saying he played bad getting on that road to the finals, but he's just not that type of player. OKC, on the other hand, though.
Brother.
Guys, okay, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. One, is there any way that they lose? Is it a huge disappointment if they don't win a championship this year? And then 2,
yeah.
It's a huge disappointment if they don't win one. They're so much better, it looks like, than every other team right now. Also, I'll ask you this. Is it bad for the league for them to win consistently the way that they are, doing it in the way that they do it?
It's bad for the league that they seem to let Oklahoma City foul everybody and nobody can foul them.
That's the part, bro.
That's what they foul everybody. They foul every single possession and they force the referees to call it. You touch them, it's a foul. Like when I be watching these games, Buddy from the Suns just boxes out Chet Holmgren and he falls on the ground like he threw him on the ground. Like that shit's so soft. Like what Like this clip right here, SGA is losing the ball.
Yeah.
And he goes up like he's shooting it, and the ref is standing right there, and they call a foul. Like, I don't even like watching Oklahoma City play. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even like watching them play.
I don't
It's
think
boring.
anyone likes watching SGA. Not SGA. Like, SGA is skill. He's a very talented player. I don't think people like watching the Oklahoma City Thunder play basketball.
When they had Westbrook, Harden, and Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, and Kendrick Perkins, I was watching Oklahoma City play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to watch this. Because if you can foul me, but I can't foul you back, that's a problem. So I don't like it, but they are good. It's crazy.
They're damn good.
They're very good. They have so many good players, but they do foul you all the time. And I'm just a fan watching the game.
Yeah.
Why can you foul me and I can't foul you? That's the problem that I have.
I genuinely feel like if the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to go on a dynasty type run over the next couple of years, it's overall a net negative for the NBA. It's not good. It's not a positive. They're not a fun team to watch. They're an incredibly talented team. They're one of the best teams I've seen. One of the best defensive teams, I think, in league history. They're unbelievable. They have length. They can shoot the lights out. They play extremely efficiently. They have one of the best star players in the league's history. But they're not a fun team to watch. They're just not fun to watch. And I think because they're not fun to watch, it's going to be a problem. And we saw a great final series last year with them and the Pacers, but that was really the Pacers going on a dream run that had everybody really excited. They're not a fun team to watch. And them continuing to win 60-plus games and championship after championship, even though they only got one, it's bad for the league, in my opinion.
Dang.
And they have a ton of first-round picks.
No, they're not going to get worse anytime soon.
Because all they role players, even when they come up for contracts and they leave, all they're going to do is draft a young athletic dude.
That's it.
And that's all they're going to keep just replacing them because they can't afford to pay them because they paying SGA, they playing Jalen Williams, and they playing Chet. So they're not going to be able to afford to pay them.
Yeah.
They just going to draft a young kid that can do exactly what they're missing or losing.
Can we stop with the Thunder are unbeatable though?
The Spurs can beat them. They've shown that.
You don't even have to be as
In the
good
playoffs?
as
In the playoffs?
In a 7-game series?
No. I disagree with that. I disagree with that because they don't. The Spurs lack the experience. They have zero playoff experience as a team. Now, you got Barnes. That's some playoff pedigree, and Fox probably has even been to the playoffs a time or two. But as a team, as their core unit doesn't. The Indiana Pacers took the Oklahoma City Thunder to 7 games in the NBA Finals. They are beatable. Now, with that said, they have come back and improved their roster.
I can't do that.
They've galvanized they've got another year under their belt together. They play. The Thunder are beatable, guys.
Guys, I completely disagree with that, and let me tell you why.
Okay.
The hardest one to get for those teams that are great and win multiple is always the first one.
Yeah.
It's always the first one. Why? You had to take your lumps to get there. They lost to Dallas the year before. Yep. Dallas ends up going. Dallas didn't have we didn't have a better team than the OKC did that year.
Yep.
You ended up having to take your lumps and whatnot. Now, we're seeing them just play with more confidence. Come playoff time, this is something we've done before. We win championships. We have championship pedigree.
Yep.
I'm not saying they're unbeatable. I'm not.
Yeah.
It would be a huge disappointment if they don't win it this year, though. They're the best team in basketball. The only team I can see genuinely getting them out of there, only team, would be the Celtics if they make it to the finals. They've also been there. They also have that championship pedigree.
Did anybody? But
I don't think the Spurs can. This is the first time here.
This is the worst trade in NFL history. NBA history.
Are we going to say that the Pacers taking you to 7 games is also not a lump? That was mildly embarrassing for the Thunder. Nobody would have thought going into that series, you know what? This Pacers roster has what it takes to get the Oklahoma City Thunder to 7 games.
But your hometown team, they had them dudes on the perimeter that can lock up.
They did. Yep.
They had dudes on the perimeter that could lock up.
Yeah.
Boston has those same dudes, more size, better scores.
That's why I think the Thunder are beatable. If the Pacers can do it, the Celtics can do it. 100%. Absolutely, the Celtics have what it takes. Now, the question mark, the X factor is going to be Tatum and how healthy he can remain and how healthy he can stay throughout the series. He looks great, but, injuries don't take a lot to agitate.
The reason I'm not tripping on the Thunder going to 7 last year is because the Thunder beat the Pacers how they beat teams. They wear you down and you get hurt.
Yeah.
It's like Halliburton's injury wasn't coincidence.
Right.
Luka's injury isn't coincidence. Austin Reeves' injury isn't coincidence. When you play against the Thunder, you already know what type of time it is. So they just wear you down and you get hurt. So it's not like, well, Halliburton got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt because that's what the Thunder do to you.
Yeah.
They make you play at a high pace, a high tempo every single game, and eventually your body betrays you. So it's almost like when you watch Usain Bolt race back in the day and like, man, that person almost won. They got out better than Usain. That's what always happens.
Yeah.
You always start faster than Usain,
Right.
and he's going to catch you.
Yeah.
So, like, don't
only
buy
thing,
the myth.
The only thing about that though is that the Pacers are equally high powered of an offense. Their game plan, the reason they took that series to 7 was because they said, you know what, we're going to get out and run and make the Thunder play at an even higher rate than what they're used to playing at, because that's what we do. That's how we win. The Pacers are not a half court team. Now Halliburton can orchestrate the half court offense and get some buckets, but that final series, the Pacers were getting out on the break. Tyrese likes to grab that ball, push the pace, and get fast break buckets. Because if you wait until you get to the half court with the Thunder, you're cooked. They strap up too much on defense. So if you don't score while they're backpedaling, you're gonna have a hard time winning games. So let that be some free game to whoever the Thunder match up with. You got to keep the pace high and wear them down. Use their fight fire with fire.
Let's get some super chats so we get out the show, G.
Yes, sir. We got some from Miley. Sent 27 Canadian dollars and said, I don't blame your Bam and Asia comparison. Asia never took questions about Bam until earlier last year. Asia made it clear many times that her relationship will not be a topic of discussion until she feels comfortable. Paige and Az have known each other since they were 16 years old. They went public last year at the draft. They realized how much attention they got and went back to being private. They haven't shared relationship online since.
That's not how that works, though. This is like real life. You can't just come out and be like, yo, I'm doing this, and then just be like,
All right, leave me
yo,
alone.
don't ask me about it no more. Like I don't want to say that I was doing that anymore. You went out and you said that you were.
I
You
mean,
publicly disclosed your relationship. So guess what? People are gonna be like, are you still in a relationship? If I go out there and I change my Facebook status from single to in a relationship, and it just stays in a relationship, I can't just like, hide it all of a sudden. People are gonna ask questions.
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
it is what it is. Like
I'd be a hypocrite though to tell them to do otherwise after.
No.
After
I'm
I just said yesterday that Meg needs to date
needs to
in silence.
a private.
So,
yeah. Also, I really hate that take. By the way,
you hate that take?
Megan profit like her. She's going to make $1 gazillion off of this breakup with Klay Thompson.
Really?
Absolutely.
You think she's gonna make like an album about it? And
absolutely, that's what artists do.
Beyonce and Jay-Z
Bro,
did it.
I dated a singer and she made an EP about me. Went double dookie water, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's
What was the cover art?
burnt flowers or something like that. I don't know.
Not burnt hot dogs or burgers?
Nah, it wasn't. Wait, she actually was with me. One of my heaviest.
Oh, I'm sorry. Benjamin Todd said, you could probably guess this about me, but I would rather be likable than good. I would rather be 2016 Chicago Cubs and have everybody root for me in the World Series than be the Kansas City Chiefs and have everybody against me. I'm with you on that, B. Todd. I like a good underdog story. I
disagree.
Really?
I disagree. I'd rather be the most hated team in history.
You want to be the heel.
No, but as a fan. As the competitor, y'all know I welcome all smoke. It's time or time out with me.
The reason why,
but as a fan, I'm going to root for the underdog. I don't want to just hate just to hate.
I'll give you this, right? I'm going to give you some of the most polarizing teams, athletes of all time, right?
All right, let's hear
I want you to tell me, like, were they, I'll give you some guys that were universally loved, right?
Yep.
Roy Jones Jr., right?
Yeah.
Universally loved, extremely talented and whatnot. Did he sell more pay-per-views than Floyd Mayweather Jr.?
No. He did not.
Was he more exciting to watch? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. You love rooting to watch. You love rooting against Floyd. Everybody liked rooting against Floyd. They hated Floyd. Floyd talked so much trash. I want to see that dude get punched in the mouth. I want to see him lose. You want to watch them lose. The Kansas City Chiefs is playing in the Super Bowl. You think that got more views when they was getting smacked by Philly and everyone was ready to clown them and whatnot than what we saw last year out of the Patriots and Seahawks? Nobody really cares, or maybe it's a team that everyone does like and whatnot. No. Whenever the Patriots were winning Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl, you know what the most fun time ever was? Rooting for the Falcons. When they was up 28-3 and they was whooping that ass and everyone was like, damn, how did you smoke that game? You know what I mean? I was ready to see the Patriots lose again. The most polarizing, most like highly watched moments in all of sports is when beef is involved.
Yeah.
Or whenever real hatred is involved. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for real hate. I love real hate. I hate watch the Eagles all year last year. And watching them only put up 19 points with a top 5 quarterback against a backup defense at home was one of the best moments of my life. I would take that over watching my Cowboys beat them earlier in the season. That's how much I love watching Philly stink it up on the biggest stage possible.
Wow.
Give me the hate. I want to hate watch.
That's like something.
Yeah.
Trey,
Yeah.
yeah. Super chat, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. Well, listen, DL the soccer guy said, "Love the show, guys. Question for you guys: how come American sports don't buy and sell players instead of trading?" I'll answer that. Here in America, we have a deep-seated dark history in buying and selling human beings. So,
Wow.
it's a bit of a taboo subject for us here in America.
Where was that?
It was dollars that were sent. It was no foreign currency.
Let's
So
keep reading.
Hold on.
bro.
Wow.
Can I be honest? I like, actually, in a weird way, that system that they have in European soccer is more player friendly than what we have now with trades and whatnot. It is. It's not like you're not waking up one day. Of course, there's like loans and whatnot. Like you can be like loaned off to play for another. It sounds fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
when
It sounds
they
crazy.
loan- when they loan you
and
off,
will never
you
work
get
in
part of
America.
that loan?
What's it called? The team still owns you. You end up negotiating. Well, you're still under contract
So
with that team.
if
team
you
owns
loan me
you,
to
like,
a
that just
team for
sounds-
$50 million, do I get part of that 50?
You don't loan them. Well, I mean, like, no, not really, no.
Nah, that ain't cool.
Yeah.
How I can't benefit from? Nah.
But you still have
Yeah.
your contract at the end of the day. You just like the
But
teams are
the
buying the
team
rights to the
loans
players.
you
Carebear, that
off,
other
you should
side
get
is
a piece
coming
of
out
that.
of you.
No, but
I ain't gonna lie.
listen. Can
Where
I
we
explain
at?
that?
That
Can
other
I
side is
explain?
coming
Can
out
I
of you.
explain? No, you can't skip this and not let me explain. Players can say, "Yo, look, I want to go here. Don't send me there. Like, I'm not going to play for them." You can do that now.
They do that
technically.
now in every
But
sport
my
in
thing is, though,
America.
they're more likely to just like ship off your rights and or sell you to another team.
Wow.
It just sounds crazy. Though.
Yeah, that's
Sell
wild.
someone to another team.
Tin Neezy said, Care Bear, tighten up, fam. You foul with them words, shaking my head. Yeah, you were getting kind of crazy with the Paul's words. Cap9123 said, how do y'all feel about the Raiders trading a second? And if they do, how does that boost the Raiders? Trading a second. And if they do, how does that boost the Raiders?
A second for what?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I told y'all about do
Hope
better
he
in the
talking about
super
AJ
chats.
Brown or
I think
something.
that's what he's talking about, but
Oh yeah, that's a great move.
yeah. Listen, Joshua Bennett said, Ayo, Baker Wakefield.
That was okay.
That wasn't bad.
That was okay.
My bad. I meant Care Bear. You trading GP for AJ Brown, Fly Eagles?
I'm not gonna have to pay AJ more than like what I could just pay George.
Who's not going to play?
I like.
AJ will play.
No, I'm saying AJ's contract is probably going to be more
Yeah.
than it'd be what George probably wants right now.
Yeah.
So I'd say I would take George Pickens over those two players though. We got to fix it.
Okay.
Pay
Central
AJ
Cat
getting paid.
said, shit, I'm also pushing my luck. Can I get a job with them signatures?
That's
you
up to Acho.
Are you going? Would you ever in any world?
Acho got to be losing money right now, bro. He's watching this game and he's like, he's sick. He's actually sick. Look, he's laughing. He's laughing through it.
Yeah.
Acho, I know it. Yeah, he lost so
Oh
much
no!
money.
As soon as these lights
you
go
got
off,
it.
Yeah,
got
I
hit.
can see because he's like, bro,
got
let's get
hit
out the
today?
damn show. I can see it.
Oh, yeah,
I can
no.
see Acho, bro. You can tell in the
He
Nigerian
never
man's
rushes us
face.
out of here.
Yeah,
like
not
this.
exactly ever. He
mad.
loves it in here.
Did you-
He
he
mad
lost
as
today?
hell.
Oh, I got crushed.
I knew it.
so
I knew it, bro. He was like, man, let's get up out of here, man. Damn.
Yeah.
I can tell he's pissed off.
Ethan, just play some music, man.
Look, man, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna
It's
give
been
him
real, man.
a break tonight, man. He got his pockets just ran tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Look,
This
ladies
is
and
a
gentlemen,
stick-up.
we appreciate you stopping by with us. Go
We
ahead and
do.
hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also after you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button to be notified when we go live next, which will be tomorrow night, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 10:15 p.m. Central, 8:15 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know what the hell Trey is singing, but I want it to stop. So I'm Kieran Iggy Simple, TJ Hushmanzada, Broke Man Acho, and Social Trey, and everyone in the back, make some noise in the back.
Shout out to the gang in the back and everybody that still got money on their PrizePicks account.
Let's go! Promo code Speakeasy, baby. Texas, my home state. We'll see you guys next time right back here in the Speakeasy.
Hey, I've got some important information for y'all.